Hello everyone, welcome back to Drop Frames. We are back after our week-long hiatus. Co went to go get a pack of cigarettes, and he's returned. Yeah,
back. Woo!
Zeke also joined him, and I what did I do? What's my bit? I got nothing, guys.
You waited at the bus stop for us to come back, crying in the rain.
Great, fantastic.
Probably.
Yep. That sounds like me. Yeah, waiting at a bus. I love public transportation. Everyone knows that. That's you ask anyone about me, they say, "Man, that guy loves his public transportation." Number one thing. Number one.
Not only does he love leaving his house, but he loves public transportation
almost as much as he loves video games. Yeah. Accurate.
Now, if you guys can keep it down for the intro, because I'm selecting my games of the year on the Drop Frames Games of the Year voting site.
Wow, Zeke being useful in the intro of a show. That's insane.
I know.
That's insane. Zeke, where would you say you're voting from? What would be the URL that you're using?
I'm using dfgoty.com/voting.
Wow, that's incredible.
I mean, you can just go to dfgoty.com first and log in with Twitch.
Okay. All right.
That's what you probably do.
That sounds incredibly convenient.
It does. It sounds like everyone should do that. Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible. Insane.
Wow.
Go vote.
I would have to be crazy not to do that.
I think you would have to be crazy not to do that. Yeah. By the way, I decided that we are doing our Game of the Year show on January 4th, the first Sunday of January. So I hope that's okay with the two of you.
I was just going to say, like, we already picked a date, I guess? Sure. Why not?
Yeah. We always kind of say the first Sunday of January. So
super fun.
I just went with that. Hopefully it works. Huge shout out to Barry and the mods for working on all of that, getting it all set up. Barry's running like 3 Game of the Year things this year.
Every year, it's like another one gets added.
Yeah, including the Game Awards. Like he's responsible for the Twitch thing or something like that. The Twitch extension, I think, for the Game Awards.
Yeah, like the extension to vote. Yeah.
So he's big time. Twitch predicts and the game. Wait, what the fuck is Twitch predicts?
I think it's a little plugin, right? Little app.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, him and Jeff are like it goes Hideo Kojima, then Barry, as far as best friends for Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, I think so. If you guys have any issues,
no, I'm sorry. It's Hideo Kojima, whoever supplies his shoes, and then Barry.
Yeah, accurate. Barry's shoes or Jeff's shoes?
Jeff's shoes. I mean, come on. Jeff's always dripped out.
Barry doesn't wear shoes also. Like
he wears some heaters, man.
Yeah. Barry's a hobbit, actually. Believe it or not. A little tall for a hobbit, though. There's the intro again. Because Zeke caught me off guard. Go vote for our Game of the Year show. If you have any questions or stuff is missing or stuff is broken, just tweet at Barry. Because the three of us have no idea what any of that means or does.
Nope.
It's all a Barry thing.
I gotta tell you, like, just real quick, looking at this, the first page is favorite new IP, and I'm just stuck. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't have like a clear favorite because they have such good. They have dispatches on their Split Fiction, Arc Raiders, Blueprints, Alters, like Kingdom Come Deliverance, Expedition 33, Abiotic Factory. Like, fuck this. That first category is stupid stacked.
I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah, just vote. Just give me the no option. That sounds about right.
Or D, all of the above.
Oh yeah.
Hold
on. Why is it new IP? Why is Kingdom Come a new IP?
Barry.
That is weird. A favorite new IP in a game. Why is Kingdom Come on there?
Because no one played the first one. Got him.
Yeah, well, no, that's
that's
demonstrably not true.
Yeah, I got the dog barking with my terrible.
That would make sense if enough people didn't play it for them to make a second. But yes,
yeah.
Well, no, that's just the European way of doing things. You just keep working. You just keep working till it works.
Yeah,
everyone knows that.
You would think that the clue would be that the fact that it's a sequel.
Also, we know how many copies you bought of that first one. You can't fool us. Okay.
Yeah.
You cannot fool us.
49,500. Yes.
Yep. That's accurate. That's accurate.
Do what you gotta do, man.
We got a guest today. We've been blabbing on too long, and Robert's been waiting for us. Now, we do have to ask, are we going to refer to this gentleman as Robert the entire show? Or Roflgator?
Are you asking me? Oh my god, my throat. Are you asking me?
Yes, voice from the beyond, please. Before
just call me Rob.
You. Okay.
Rob is fine. You could call me Robert. Just don't call me Gator or Raffle, and I'm good.
You don't like Raffle?
Really?
I'm just gonna bring you on screen. You don't like Raffle?
Between like in my friend group, that's the normie check, right? Because no one calls me Raffle or Gator. So if anyone calls me Raffle or Gator, everyone in my friend group will know that that person is not close to me. Like that's like the general normie check.
Okay.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
So Rob works, Robert works, Roflgator works to an extent, but most people just call me Rob.
Makes sense. I think when I've run into you at DGen night, I've called you Roflgator, so I apologize.
That's fine.
That works. I was clearly not your friend on those evenings, and the truth has come out. So
it's my government name. Now we're actually on like a first name basis.
Okay, noted.
The full name is fine though. Roflgator, the whole thing is fine.
Roflgator is fine, right? Because then you're just like trying to be proper. But if you just say Raffle, because there's a big joke, because I used to, when I played VR chat, a bunch of people would come up to me and be like, yo, Raffle, I'm a big fan of yours, Raffle. I know everything about you, Raffle. And then people would be like, I don't think they know this guy because no one calls him Raffle. So it became like a big joke on my stream.
Got it. Okay. Noted.
Yeah,
Noted.
okay.
Well,
it's like people who call like Co Carnage Fart Sniffer, they have to really know him and know the story behind his fart nickname.
Yeah.
You don't just drop the FS without, the backstory.
Accurate. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Everyone knows.
And your chatters have a point. I also had my GTA name, which is Robert Spowiła-Mywanowski, which was another good one.
I'm sorry.
So,
bless you.
Robert Spowiła-Mywanowski.
Okay.
That was my last name.
Okay. I forgot that you did the GTA RP. That's right. Yeah.
I did. I made a character based off my dad's personality. I gave it an obnoxious last name so that the cops wouldn't be able to arrest me because they have to like key in my name. So they'd be like, "What's your last name?" I would say Spowiła-Mywanowski, and then say, "Okay, just go." Like I don't want to deal with this.
Oh my god,
that's the best. Always a gamer. That's what it's. Rob, always a gator, always a gamer, Gator.
Oh, no,
speaking of
that, one of the best, like not best, but like one of those TikTok memes that I saw, like someone's got pulled over by a cop. I don't know if it was in GTA or whatever, but like they asked him what your name was. Like, my name is Frida, and the cop said, "Okay, what's your last name?" Gozer. Okay, Frida Gozer. Drove off.
Oh, clever. I'll try that next time I get
Surprised
pulled
I
over.
haven't heard that one, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'll try that next time I get pulled over. It'll work. I promise.
Yep.
It'll work.
I bet.
Well, let's give a quick intro for those that don't recognize the dulcet tones of Roflgator OW, our best friend that we are going to call Roflgator for the rest of the show, or Roffle for short.
Whatever you want to call me. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. TikTok sensation, Overwatch star, VR chat helm of Twitch. What else do we got here?
The actual physical cringing.
Yeah. No, he loves all these compliments. What else do we, the host?
It's really hard to be the VR chat guy. Okay, like having someone come up to me and be like, "Yo, you're that VR chat guy, aren't you?" And like, yeah, no, that's me.
I mean, you are the biggest VR chat streamer, right? Do you?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Who's your competition? Who do you want to call out? We're starting some beef.
Crumpet would probably be my competition, but he's more of like my pupil. So I don't know if I would call him competition because he kind of just took everything I did and put his own flair on it, and he's doing really well with it.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if you guys have met Crumpet or know about.
Oh yeah,
him.
yeah, Crumpet.
Really
yeah, of course. Yeah. I thought you said Frumpe, and I didn't know who the fuck you were talking.
Never
about.
heard of a Frumpe, no.
Yeah, but Crumpet, I'm very familiar. Yeah, very familiar.
Yeah, he's super funny.
He's super funny. Definitely check out his stream if you have not. Yeah, and then you like, because of the whole VR chat and this like Marcus thing, you like blew the fuck up on TikTok, seemingly out of nowhere. About 6 months ago, 9 months ago? How long ago was that?
Oh God, I think it's been going on for about a year now, on and off. So basically, what happened was, when Kick first came out, I would do these VR chat like limit testing streams, and how it would work is I would go on there and just go to the most obscene, ridiculous places. And I have this, and I went to this really lewd party, and I have this friend that doesn't act lewd at all. They don't believe in anything sexual, and they're really funny, but they're also a mute, and their name is Jufa. And you'd be surprised how funny someone can be without even talking. Like they use their body to talk, just by doing crazy motions and stuff like that. And what happened was AI voices had just come out, and we learned about this tech where you talk into your mic, the AI picks up your voice and then recognizes what you're saying and then changes it to a different voice. And it was like this old man voice. And we're literally like in the bathroom of like a sex club in VR chat, like just limit testing on Kick to see what we could get away with, which was everything at that point. And while there's like these girls trying to like throw it down and dance and stuff, you have this big worm guy just walk in. Hello, Robert. What are you doing? And then everyone's just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is this giant worm? And that was like the actual birth of Marcus, right? But the thing is, that never popped off. That was in the shadows for like years. Like no one had ever known about it. No one had ever cared. And then one day I upload. We do a lot of different role plays, and Jufa decided to bring Marcus back for like a little silly bit, which in my opinion wasn't even that funny. And here comes Marcus again, this silly worm character, and that TikTok started getting hundreds of thousands of views, and I'm just like, wow, like
which
this
one
is crazy.
was this in particular? Because we're well versed in the memes, Robert.
It's the one at the fireplace where
are you talking about this one, Robert?
Is that the rock one? Because that's not the one.
Damn it!
That one's more recent.
Damn it! Okay, well there's
a lot of fireplace. He likes
this has
to
22
jump
million TikTok views.
Yes, this is one that popped off recently, and the funny enough, people have gotten tattoos of this clip. That's how much it's popped off. Like I've had multiple people come up to me and show me tattoos of Marcus and a freaking rock next to it. I even had there was some girl that got a Marcus tattoo. She messaged me and she was like, "Hey, like if you give me like $100, I'll get a Robert tattoo too." And I was like, "Get the Robert tattoo, and then I'll give you $100." And she did end up getting a tattoo of my character, like the little gator. And I was like, "All right, here's $100. Like, I'll give it to you." So somewhere out there, like my little gator is tattooed on someone's body, and that makes me happy that I have that. But yeah, there was just like we did this fireplace bit, and it popped off really hard, and we were like, we should try another Marcus clip and see how it goes, because at that time we actually had something that was more popular than Marcus at that time, which was this silly little like dancing cat, and that ended up getting millions of views too. You could probably find it on my TikTok somewhere. Yes, and this thing ended up becoming a sensation too. Everyone started just uploading this damn face tracking cat, because nowadays in VR chat everyone has face tracking, and this was one of the first face tracking avatars that came out. So you could do all sorts of like wacky things with your face with it, and it's like very expressive. And this clip popped off hardcore. This might be one of my most viewed. This might be more viewed than even Marcus clips.
Let's see here. It is, I think it's second. It's got 16.6, and the one we were just watching of Marcus is 22.2.
That one popped off a lot harder than I thought it did. Wow. Yeah. So that thing ended up being every VR chat like clip for a while. Everyone just abused the cat, like just beat it to a pulp. And I was like, okay, I need something that everyone else can't just steal and use. So we started uploading more Marcus. And at first it was great. Like people were really liking it. Well, what ended up happening was after a while, if I uploaded anything that wasn't Marcus, everyone immediately was like, cool, don't care, where's Marcus? I want to see Marcus. Like, this is lame. And I'm just like, well, shit. And it'll be something with the person who plays Marcus that's a equally funny character as well, because they have a lot of funny characters, but they'll say, nope, don't care. You know, where's Marcus? And that ended up getting really ridiculous, because then it came to the point where I couldn't go live without people just going into my chat and saying, "Where's Marcus? Where's Marcus?
Yeah.
Where's Marcus?" To the point where I had to ban the word Marcus from my chat because I couldn't stream anymore without people just. I mean, I would be playing a single player game, and people would come into my stream and say, "Where's Marcus?" And I'm like, "Do you want fucking Marcus to appear in this single player game? Like, I don't understand the question. Like, what do you mean? Where is Marcus? I am playing Megabonk. Do you want Marcus to appear in Megabonk? Like, I don't understand." So it just ended up it just ended up being ridiculous. And then my old chatters would get into arguments with my new chatters, and it's still an arc to this day. It's still something I have to deal with.
You know, I thought it was interesting because these days you always hear about, you know, like Queso or Jinxie or more recently Burnt Peanut. These people, these creators that have brought an audience over from TikTok because of their, you know, their stream content. They get all these highlights and it's focused on their content, and then they come to the Twitch and it's that same content.
Yeah.
Yours is a little bit more unique because it's not the like thing that's on your channel at all times. It's not Marcus all the time.
So here's the thing. The person who plays Marcus, their name is Jufa.
Right.
Originally, they started off as like a cute anime girl that's very, very quirky. Jufa's thing has always been.
Let's see.
Yeah, Jufa's thing has always been. I mean, they're pretty well known as like the best person at being a mute in VR chat. Okay, they have this really cute avatar, and their movements are ridiculous. They've set up an entire room that's completely padded. They can do flips. They can move in ridiculous ways, and their whole thing is to just get very immersed. And I'm talking about, this is a person that is always in character. Whether we are on stream or off stream, they embody the character that they are in. I could be hanging out with them one-on-one, having a dead-ass serious conversation about life. They will play their character. And no, Soda's mute was not better, and everyone knows that. Okay, that is just not even.
Wait,
you can't even argue that.
You have a serious conversation with somebody that doesn't talk?
They have unmuted to me after some point because they actually only live like 10 minutes away from me, so we know each other in real life. Yeah. We have hung out multiple times, and I'm not allowed to reveal anything about them because they like to keep that mystery behind it, right?
It's Taylor Swift.
It is.
It could be. Yeah. It could be. It could be anyone really. Yeah, like they basically play characters and they move really well. I mean, they are, in my opinion, the best virtual reality user. Like, no one moves the way they do. We did VR Minecraft, because you could play Minecraft in VR, and they were literally doing dodge rolls in the game to try to like dodge creepers and stuff like that, like frame perfect. They're on a whole nother level.
Sorry, I was checking with chat. Also, you might need to. We are uncultured, Robert.
My mic bad?
No, it's just louder than everyone else. So I was doing that on my end.
I could turn it down. Is that better?
Well, I already adjusted it, so now you're just super.
Oh, okay, I'll keep it normal. I'll keep it normal.
Yeah, I got it.
Later, I'm gonna be on stream and people will be like, "Yo, why is your mic so low?" And then we'll just keep it here.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You have to explain what a mute is. We've done this on stream before, but Ko was not here for that episode, so we have to induct his audience into the VR chat world.
Okay, I'm dropping a lot of lore here. So originally, when I first started streaming, I was a gaming streamer. I did League of Legends, then I went on to Overwatch. I did professional Overwatch. So when I swapped to VR chat, I was definitely out of my element. And I realized that what did really well in the VR chat field was anime women. Like, a lot of people who like VR chat like anime women. And I was like, I'm not an anime woman. How can I compete in this marketplace? So there was this like cute little anime girl on my stream who would never talk. They were completely mute. And I really frowned upon mutes at this point because I was like, what good is having someone in your lobby that doesn't talk? Like, what do you do with that? There's nothing you could do about it. But then I realized that as technology progressed, those mutes were getting really nice avatars. They were moving really well, and they were really becoming like cool little mascots. Almost like when you see Benny the Bull, right? And Benny the Bull from the Chicago Bulls is wearing the suit and dancing and doing all this crazy stuff on the court. And you're like, dude, Benny the Bull is so cool. imagine that, but in an anime girl format, right? So I was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just have this person as the mascot for my stream, okay? And I was like, hey, you're a mute, you're my mute, all right? You're my mute, you know. And they were really cool with the idea. They were like, oh, that sounds like fun. You know, I can entertain a bunch of people on stream and do things like that. And what ended up happening was everyone started doing it because Chance Soda Pop and Morris came by and he said, wow, so some people have mutes. I want to mute myself, so I'm going to get a mute. Okay. And he decided he was going to do that. And it was very interesting. And then all of a sudden it became a VR chat culture where people in VR chat have mute talker dynamics. And but there was one thing about it that I didn't like. I actually completely took away everything from it because I didn't like the dynamics of it. Because what ended up happening was it almost replaced relationships. Like people would sit there and be like, I want a mute. I want a cute anime woman to follow me around. People started falling in love with their mutes. People started like getting mad when other people were hanging out with their mutes. People were implementing bro codes where it was like, you can't hang out with my mute. And one day I was just sitting there and I was like, this is getting really bad, dude. Like I can't keep this around, dude. This is getting really, really bad. So I completely said none of that stuff is happening in my lobby anymore. Okay. No one's getting a mute. No one is doing any of this stuff. Like all that whole dynamic is done. All right. Like I can't do this anymore. And some people decided that they can't handle that to the point where they won't like they will still do it outside of the lobby, outside of my stream times, because they just can't drop their mutes. Like they have like this harem of hot anime women that follow them around that they absolutely refuse to get rid of. Like, and all they're really getting rid of is a terminology. It's not like I'm telling you, you can't hang out with these people. You can hang out with anyone you want. Just get rid of the terminology for it. Get rid of the tag for it. Get rid of the possessiveness of it that makes it so toxic. And people just can't do it.
Yeah,
it's,
Robert,
and that's where it all started.
Have you become the oppressor of mutes?
That's a big question. That's a big question, Ko.
I would say that I am their liberator. Okay, I have freed them from their shackles.
Oh,
I like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Before they were being
the
claimed.
freer of mutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The liberator of mutes everywhere.
Yes. That's a new terminology I could add.
First you created them and you saw what they became and then you liberated them.
Yes. I would say that is quite accurate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now you have is the what do you call the annual event where you join mute and speaker as one?
Okay, so there was this thing.
Is the whole thing.
It was an event. I didn't run it, but Murder Crump and other people in the community would run it because it's good drama. So essentially, because people were partnered, like it was like a talker mute relationship, there would be this big event that was the mute shuffle.
There you go.
And
mute shuffle. I forgot the term. Yeah.
How it would work is you would sit there and the mutes would air their grievances out on the person that they're paired with and vice versa. And you would just, it was basically just them shitting on each other. And then afterwards, people would line up if they wanted to be paired up with that person instead. And the mute would have the option to drop the person that they're a mascot or mute for and then move on to the next person. And we have had people break down in tears. We have had people like leave the lobby forever, like big call outs, big drama. Yeah, it was a thing that happened. And it was good drama. I mean, that's all there really was. And that's Vor. He's a giant pickle.
Is that Nicolas Cage the pickle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. That is Vor. He is one of the funniest people I know. He's a voice actor, and that's
perfect.
He's honestly like one of the funniest people I've ever met. They got him to host the event.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do it sounding like Nicolas Cage?
He does like his own little voice. He has this like nice deep voice, but I'm sure he could if you asked him to.
There you go.
Yeah,
nice. So in that event,
hold on one second.
Go ahead, please.
Let me just ask an outside question.
So many questions.
No, like I'm trying to put it in terms that I can relate to because this is like
it's a lot.
it's like going to a house party and like you're in the house party and like everybody's like, you know, drinking and socializing stuff, and then you go upstairs, you're looking for the bathroom, and you walk in the wrong room, and people are like doing mushrooms or something, and you're like, "Ooh, I think I'm in the wrong room." And that's what this feels like. I feel like you've opened this door, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on in here.
It's definitely a trip.
So I'm trying to relate it. Like the mutes sound like familiars, like either like wizard or vampire familiars.
Think of it. So I always wanted. I think it depends on how you see a mute. For me, it was always a mascot. Why did I want a hot anime woman following me around? Because it's someone cute that chat can invest in and put a face to, right? This face, people aren't going to buy merch of this face, right? People aren't going to see a picture of my face and say, I want to put that on a t-shirt, right? But like a cute anime girl having like stickers
Rob,
and merch like that.
What about this? Everyone bought this jersey right here.
Okay, here's a funny thing. Okay, this
Damn.
is a
oh
Photoshop
shit, that's
image
you.
when
I was like, why are you showing this random esports? Oh,
so that was me when I was on Fnatic. But here's a funny story. That's not my body. That's a Photoshop picture because I cut someone from the team. And because I was a coach at that time, but I also was a pro player before I was a coach.
Is this AI?
No, I don't even think AI was a thing back then. Basically, I cut someone from my Overwatch team, and then I was the only person who could replace him for that tournament because we couldn't find anyone good enough. And I used to be a pro player before I coached, so they just took my face. They're like, "Here, we gotta take a quick picture of you. Put it over the other guy's body." My nipples don't poke out that hard. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Okay, and they uploaded it, and then this fucking picture that doesn't even have my body on it is just everywhere, dude. And people always show this picture in places.
Yep,
that is fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
I love it's
Holy
like
shit.
big head mode from GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a big head. Okay, here's a can of Coke next to my head. I have a massive head. I'm 6'6".
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have a can of Coke to hold. Yeah, sorry, I can't do it for my head. But it's fine.
nice.
Wow,
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not a messy boy like me.
No, I just cleaned it up before stream. That's it.
Oh, smart.
Okay, so now that we've gone off on that tangent, let's reel
Yes.
it back into the important
Yeah,
stuff.
let's
The
hear
mute
it. Let's go
convention.
back.
Yeah, sorry.
Wheel it back. Sorry.
Okay,
That was
so,
on me, not on Robert.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That was a great story. I love that fucking story.
That was actually an amazing story. That was incredible. So the mute convention thing. So they talk during this, or do they have to do
Don't
everything
talk,
to like interpretive dance?
So the giant pickle that you saw, they write a giant page of what they want to grieve out and give it to the Nicolas Cage person, who then reads it out for them in a majestic voice.
Do they like act? Do they just stand there while he reads it, or do they like
They act cute.
okay.
So the mutes have learned how to be cute at all times. When they're standing around,
That's
they're not
just
just
state
standing there
of
like
being.
this.
Yeah.
They'll do like their little finger twiddles, or
They have
like
idle
move their
animations.
little- They have idle. Unironically, yes, they have idle animations. It's almost like looking at a video game character. And when you look at a video game character and they're standing still, they're never just going to stand still in one spot, right?
This is
So
from
they've like
the meet
created
event in
a
2023.
standard of how they want to look. And yeah, I will mention that things have changed a lot because I decided that I wanted to be less gooner baity and I wanted to focus more on humor. So what I do typically now is like I have to gooner bait a little bit because if I don't, I lose like a quarter of my viewers. So for like the first like 30 minutes to like 45 minutes to maybe even an hour, I will like just bait in viewers with hot anime women, and then I'll swap to my main content after that.
That's exactly how I run my stream. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's how it should work, you know.
Who's the cat?
That is Hate, who's also actually a mute that sometimes just plays a fat cat.
Okay. All
We
right.
have a lot. Looking at these older
You're
clips,
just sitting there eating.
we have a lot less mutes nowadays, dude. A lot of these people are gone.
Well,
all right, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
At one point, you had what? 5 mutes. I knew you was
I had
5 mute.
five
Robert.
mascots.
5 mute. Rob.
5 mascots that would follow me around. Each of them had their own like different thing. Like one person was the edgy one was the quirky funny one was
You're like a
furry.
mute band.
Kind of, yeah. And basically, it was just like a group of girls that chat got really invested in. Okay, and but
did you race them? I heard that's popular.
we had Mute Olympics. That was the thing that happened. Okay, where we had them compete in different events, and you would the mascot that represented you, you would like root for them. Like there was boxing, there was like racing games and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of games in VR chat that you can play.
Who had more mutes, you or Strippin?
Strippin, as far as I'm concerned, had one, and it was Mika Moonlight, who
Yeah,
is the most marketable mute in VR chat.
It's always been Mika and Strippin, right? That's always been the pairing.
Yes.
Okay, I thought he had more than that.
He was a quantity over quality. Okay, or quality over
quality over quantity. Yeah, yeah.
Mika Moonlight is great. She's very professional. Like good streamer. Averages a decent, like 600-700 viewers for a VR chat mute. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Here, let me pull up some Mika Moonlight.
Wiggle Wednesdays is what Mika hosts.
Wiggle Wednesdays.
Don't miss it, guys. Don't miss Wiggle Wednesdays.
That's true. Everyone knows about Wiggle Wednesday.
I'm a stranger in a strange land, and I am.
Is it that strange? Is it weird?
No, it's like walking around a museum that you've never heard of, and you're just like, oh, what is this? Dude, it's great. I'm fascinated.
That's a good way to say it. It's like being a visitor. And it all flows into like, don't yuck other people's yum. I've never been in VR chat a single time. Honestly, probably never will. May at some point. But it's like, I find it all fascinating, man. I find it fascinating.
Yeah, they call it the pipeline. Yeah.
There are regulars in my channel that spend like, 50 hours a week in VR chat. Like it's a very interesting world.
This is Mika Moonlight. I don't think this is Wiggle.
Oh, wow, she is very marketable.
It is from Wiggle Wednesday.
The most marketable mute in VR chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, funny enough, this was the first mute I ever met in VR chat. And they joined our lobby to fish. And I was very much just like, the fuck's going on here? Like, what the hell are we doing?
So as you can see, there's a lot that goes into this, right? Because the average rig for this, and I have it, involves you get a index, like a headset, but you're only using the index just for the base stations and the controllers. You're not actually using the index headset because it doesn't have face tracking on it. So you get a Quest Pro, okay, and then
which are not made. They don't make these anymore.
Which I actually use a sock as a headband on this, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there, okay? Because I broke it. All right, but then you have to buy the trackers. Some people have like up to 11 or 12 trackers. There's different kinds. I have these that I don't really use often, but they have little magnetic things, and you could track them together, and then you could attach them to straps. Or you have these little things that you could put all over your body, and then you have to put one of these on your headset. Dude, the setup is so annoying. You have to put one of these on your headset because then it tells your base stations where the headset is in the room, and then this thing has face tracking on it. And then you have to have a 5G modem so that it connects to the 5G modem and then streams to your PC. Then you have to use special software. Dude, I had someone have to connect to my computer to set all this up for me because I could not figure it out.
The tech is pretty wild.
It is a lot of work. Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into that. But as a result, like these people have like technology that basically tracks everything. And there's a lot of technology that I'm not even going to go into because it's probably not stream appropriate in this game. Okay, like there's a lot that goes into this game and the technology that people invest in.
Yeah, I believe they call that teledildonics is the
yes.
Yeah, that's the proper term.
Yes.
Industry approved term for that whole situation.
Industry approved.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything I learned in life, it's like if people are passionate about something, they will figure out ways to get the most out of it. People in VR chat are pretty lonely and they're pretty passionate, so they have lots of time to figure out how to make really interesting functions.
Yeah.
No, dude, I mean, everybody, like anybody with a brain knows that like leaps and bounds in tech has been made on behalf of gooners and porn.
Yep.
And shit like that. Like it
And
pushes the
furries are
medium
leading the
forward.
way for that.
Yes.
I know, right? That's
all
not even
furries,
joke.
dude.
That's not irony. That is the absolute truth. Like it led the way in like movies and photography and shit like that, and like, you know, from way back when.
Yeah.
And to even to today.
Yep. It's always been the fate. It's always been that way. It's always been the way.
There's a cute dog.
Thank you. Ollie's handful, and I think he wants a TREAT, as I struggle to spell that on.
So it's I love the idea of, like, not the idea, but I love the story, or not the. Okay, hold on. Let me start over.
All right.
Going from like being top of the pops, like doing competitive gaming, and then making the jump from there to VR chat. Like, where was the catalyst? Like, what was the catalyst of that?
I can explain that.
Okay.
Basically, an old friend of mine from back in the day, when I used to stream, one of my first viewers was PokeLulz. I don't know if you guys are familiar with PokeLulz,
yeah.
but
yeah,
he was one of my first viewers when I first started streaming. And one day he invites me to play Gary's mod with him, and we did Dark RP. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gary's mod and Dark RP and stuff like that, but basically it's like Gary's mod roleplay servers, okay? And you go around and you could be a cop, you could be a robber, a whole bunch of stuff, and we used to play that for hours every single day. And then I realized, like, I have a huge love for roleplay. Like, roleplay is really fun. I love this stuff. When VR chat first came out, I didn't really see it as like a gooner opportunity or any of this stuff. I was like, this could be a fun way to role play. Like, everyone's sitting there playing characters, they have their headsets on and all this stuff. And I've always been a role player, like, aside from doing esports, and I hated esports because when I did esports, I had so many teams fuck me over, not pay me my checks, like, not I'll give you a TLDR on my esports career before I move on, because this is very important. Basically, I did Overwatch. In the Overwatch beta, my team did not lose a single game. We won every single tournament. I made an org with called Rogue with fuck, man, who is that one guy that's really funny that got banned from Valve Dota commentating because he was too
good. James Too Good Harding.
James Too Good Harding and me created an org together. Okay, it was called Rogue. We had huge investors. It went super well. We won the first Overwatch major, and then I went on to leave that team because there was a bunch of racists on it, and I made a
good reason.
I made a new team in America where there was less racist, and we ended up getting picked up by Fnatic.
Times have changed. Funny enough.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, wow, okay.
Please continue.
It was bad, and I can't really say much without ruining someone's career. So I'm gonna, like, plead the fifth, because I don't want to ruin people's careers on what happened in that team. But
that's great.
I will say that when I picked up an American team because I wanted to start something fresh. Within like 2 months, we got picked up by Fnatic, and we ended up becoming like a really good team. I love that team. That team was everything to me. We got top 3 in every major, solid team. Everything was really good. Then Blizzard created a Overwatch League. Fnatic wanted to buy the London spot because Fnatic was the biggest org in Europe at that time. And Blizzard said, "Fuck you, Fnatic. We're gonna sell it to C9 instead." Am I allowed to swear on this? Sorry if I'm not.
Yeah,
but,
you're fine.
Nope.
They were not happy about that. Fnatic was not happy about that. So they dropped the team entirely. They're like, well, Overwatch League's not giving us a spot. We have no reason to pay you anymore. Like, we're gonna cut you. At that point, I had an amazing record in the game. I got top 3 in every major. Like, my teams always succeeded. I did not get a tryout for a single team. Not for a single team. I couldn't get a single tryout. And what ended up happening was Huck came up to me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Huck.
Yes.
And Huck was like,
I
just want you to know. I just want you to know that, like, I've seen what you've done for this game, and I've seen, like, what you can do with a team. I will tell you right now that this game is not about what you can do, but who you know when it comes to staff and coaching and all that stuff. And you just did not make enough connections. And he was basically like, look, like, I could possibly get you a spot on this team, but you'd have to live in a house with 6 other people, and you'd probably make like less than 30K a year. And I was like, yeah, I'm good, man. Like, I'm sorry. That's just like, I'm worth a lot more than that. So I started streaming Overwatch, and I was doing okay. I was averaging like anywhere between 150 to 400 viewers. Like it was whatever. Um, I was still friends with Poke at that time, but we kind of were wishy-washy because I went into esports and he went into streaming, and he wanted to try out for my team, but I never gave him a tryout, so it kind of created this little like, I don't know. There was a little bit of tension between us, but when VR Chat came out, he popped off and he was getting like 20,000 viewers, and I was like, hey man, I want to try this game with you. So I hopped in, and it went really well. People really liked me in the game, and my stream did really good. Like it held like a steady 600 viewers for a while, but then there was like the XQC and everyone getting into it, and then me and Soda Poppin becoming really close in it. And that's when my stream really started to pop off, and I started getting like thousands and thousands of viewers. And at that point, I just like was stuck. It's like I was stuck in the game. There's nothing
That
else I
became
could
your
do.
thing.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, I love variety. If it was up to me, I would just play Marvel Rivals and League of Legends all day on stream and do nothing else. And Megabonk, like, but I can't, you know, because it like I look at my viewers, I see my viewers drop from like 2K to 900 while I'm playing those games. So it's just not feasible for me to do that if I want to like retire one day. So I sit there and I stick to what I'm good at.
Yeah, I think that's
why I do it.
For older streamers, I think that's relatable in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
That you got to stick to what the audience wants to watch.
Exactly.
And that's how it is. But it kind of leads us full circle to the whole Marcus situation. A thing that, you know, blew up so much that you had to actually ban the word Marcus from your chat.
Jufa hates playing Marcus too, and that makes it so much worse. Like,
yeah,
they do not enjoy the game.
Oh wow.
So it's it's such an interesting dynamic because you hear about like, oh yeah, the TikTok to Twitch pipeline. It's like crazy amount of viewers and everything, and here you are, you blew up on TikTok. You know, you got to 1 million followers on TikTok, but it's not necessarily feasible to stream the adventures of Marcus and Robert 24/7. That's just not like the type of content that you can deliver.
It could probably do well, but I wouldn't do that to Jufa. Like I know that they don't enjoy playing the character. I know that. I mean, realistically, if I wanted to retire by the end of the year, I could do that, upload like 100 videos a day, and I would be set for life. But I know that they don't like the character, and they would do it. They would do it if I asked them to, because I mean, you know, they're my friend and they enjoy watching the stream grow. Like they've been there from the beginning. And if I asked them, I was like, hey, you know, let's just do this. Like they would do it, but I wouldn't do that to them. I don't want them to be miserable.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of we kind of keep it as like a little bit.
Well, it's one of those things too that it's kind of grown outside of your control, right? Like I browse
that's something.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, that's something I wanted to ask you about. Like, do you do anything merch-wise with Marcus?
So we do a little bit of merch. For me, I'm gonna be honest, I need like a manager to manage me because I worry about so many things a day that I run out of time to like deal. Like there's a Marcus plush on the way, but like the guy messaged me and was like, hey, I need a picture of the back of Marcus's back. And I'm like, oh, I'll take care of that. Then someone messages me is like, hey man, I need you to record this TikTok for the sponsorship. I'm like, oh, I'll take care of that right now. And then I end up working on that. And someone, because I have to plan every single stream every day. I can't just go live and play the game because everything that I do is event based. Like every single day needs to be planned.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time to set up every single day a stream. Like it's not like I just go live and play a game and then log off. It's okay, so what are we going to do today? Like, how can I entertain people? Okay, today I'll do a game night. If I do a game night, I have to set up all the prompts. I have to set up all the games. I have to set up everything that we're going to do. So every single day I have to plan everything. Who's going to play music for today's event? Who's going to do this and that? So I always just end up running out of time when it comes to doing things. And we do have some Marcus merch, but I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of people making money off of Marcus merch that aren't me. And like,
I see it every day, man.
That's the exact point. That's where I was going with this. Like I every other TikTok for weeks for a while was advertising a Marcus something. It seemed like it was explosive how large that got. And well, this was going to lead into questions about like how are you managing that, but I think you just answered that. It sounds like it's too much. It's explosive. Yeah, it's just.
Well, it's got to be super frustrating. I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but like I can browse TikTok just like Co was saying and pull up probably within 5. Maybe this says more about my FYP page than anything, but within 5 things I can find a Marcus calendar. Or a Marcus plush, or like, I don't want to just berate you with all this Marcus merch that you're not.
No, it gets worse than that. It gets a lot worse than that. So here's the deal, right? At first, it started off with merch, and I was like, wow, people are scumbags. Because first of all, the character of Marcus, the model, was a model that someone else made. So I didn't sell merch for a long time. People were telling me like, just sell merch. It's a worm. Like, who cares? And I was like, it doesn't feel right. Like, it feels like I should find the person who made this model, who like disappeared off the face of the earth, by the way. And I had to go through hell to find them, but I did eventually. Okay, like
I had created a monster.
I had to go to his follower list. I had to go to his follower list, message every single person on his friends list, like, hey, do you know what happened to this guy? Someone was like, yeah, he does lumberjack work now. Like, he hasn't been around. Like, and I'm just like, wow, this guy became a lumberjack or something. But eventually he reached out to me, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but your worm model has been popping off. I wanted to make merch, but I don't feel right making merch without your express permission first. And he was like, yeah, you could do it. You could just make it. I was like, how much do I give you? He's like, oh, I don't care. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay you because I just don't feel right. So I gave him a bunch of money. I was like, I'm gonna use your stuff. He was like, wow, thanks for the money. You're the first person who's ever asked to like give me money for this stuff. And I noticed there's merch everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? How so many people are making merch, but not a single person has asked, like, hey, can I use this character? So then we started making merch, and I realized it was everywhere. And I'm like, thanks, guys. You know, I paid money to use this character, by the way. You guys didn't. And it got worse because then there was like the crypto frogs, because there was like,
I've seen that.
There was people messaging me and being straight up like, hey, we made a Marcus crypto and we're willing to give you some free money. And I'm like, hell fucking no, dude. I am doing none of that shit. I'm not gonna have you guys rug pull and then blame me. Like, please kindly go away. All right, like, just go away. So they got really mad and they started harassing me in like DMs, like hundreds of people about buying Marcus coin and how I'm an idiot for not taking advantage of it and all this stuff. That was a big thing. And the most annoying thing, I had to stop doing Marcus bits on my Twitch stream because people would clip my Marcus streams and upload them on TikTok before me, and then DMCA me for my own content when I uploaded it on TikTok.
Jesus.
To the point where my TikTok almost got banned because people were stealing my content and uploading it so much.
Yeah.
And so I have to deal with that. I have to deal with the fact that I don't have an Instagram, and there's a Roflgator Instagram with 300,000 followers or some shit. Like, I don't know, like a stupid amount of followers. Wow. I don't know what it's at nowadays. Uploading like TikTok content, and the guy's like selling merch on it too. Dude, it's
gotten out of control, almost like out of. I don't even know how you approach that. Like, what do you even do? Like that.
Well, I tried talking to Mythic about it. Mythic's like, we'll try to do something about it. I don't know what we can do. We'll try to do something. And I'm just like, okay, thanks, Mythic.
Mythic is a talent agency, by the way, in the streamer world. Yeah. For folks that don't know, Roflgator TV, by the way, I think is the Instagram you're referencing. They're at 200,000 followers. If this is not
followers, I don't have an Instagram.
Okay.
So yeah,
that account's probably making like money, like actual bank. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, dude.
Probably a decent amount.
Sucks.
Yeah, it says a fan page. So that right there, I think, while I'm not a lawyer, I think that's how they skirt around with it. Yeah.
That's how they get away with it.
Dude, that's like putting fucking Kappa at the end of a shitty statement. You're like, blah, 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 Kappa. Like, that doesn't free you from fucking responsibility and animosity, you assholes.
Yeah.
And it's really funny when my friends go to conventions and they're like, hey, look at all this Marcus merch everywhere, Rob. Like, and I'm like, nice, you know, I'm really glad they're making so much money off of it. Like, it feels great. And there was actually a YouTube video about this one person, and they were going up to every single like shop at the convention asking what their most marketable and profitable stuff is. One person was like, "This Marcus thing has been making so much money." I'm sitting there, I'm like, I bet it does. I bet it does make a lot of money for you.
Yeah. By the way, everyone wave to Soda Poppin'. Say hello. We're live over there.
Is he watching?
Hey, Soda.
Hey, Soda.
Hi, Mr. Morris.
I didn't know I was streaming again. I thought he quit. That's cool.
Welcome back to stream, and we're glad to have you back,
buddy.
Soda.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
Nice.
This dude, man, why is he stalking me?
He loves you, Rob. He can't get enough of you. Okay, he
love
can't get
me.
enough of you.
I
He
miss
loves
him.
you so much. Yeah. The other thing is that it's also it's like I've seen major celebrities talk about Marcus and how they can't stop watching Marcus. Do you know the celebrities off the top of your head that have joined, I guess, the fandom?
I'm not like a super celebrity guy. I really don't care about how clouded someone is. But I will say that one interesting one, one of the creators of Cyanide and Happiness, like, did a cosplay of Marcus, or like a Halloween costume of Marcus, and posted it on Twitter. And I was like, damn, that's kind of cool, because I like Cyanide and Happiness. So I was like, damn, that's pretty interesting. But I will mention on the term of celebrities, what's that one website where you can hire like a celebrity to like do like a
Cameo.
voice for you and say something?
Cameo.
Marcus became #1 on Cameo for a little while. If you guys didn't know.
Oh shit. I didn't know
think
that.
I think Marcus is still like top 15 on Cameo, but for a little while Marcus was literally rank 1 on Cameo, like the most like requested thing on Cameo. And Jufa does them for about $150 each. So that was some pretty good money.
Good for them. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's one positive I think to come out of all this is that at least they're making
I make a little bit of
that.
YouTube money, but I split it. I give half. I give a bunch of it to the person who edits the videos. I probably give a lot more than most people would. I would say that I get roughly like 30 to 40% of the video, and then I give some to Jufa, some to the video editor, and some to like the TikTok creator, because I don't actually even know the info to my TikTok. There's just a guy who runs it and does everything. And I was like, all right.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
Here's some. It's kind of wild how big this thing is. I've shared clips with you on Twitter. Here's a Marcus statue that just a random person made, because why not? It's definitely blown up outside of your control and continues to kind of do so. I don't know when I don't know what the end game of it is, right? Unless we see like a Marcus cartoon on is Adult Swim still a thing? I don't even know where the
I think Adult Swim is still a thing.
Okay. It's on some animation Amazon, who knows?
No one has contacted me at that level yet.
Okay.
So there's nothing like that in the works yet. There is a Marcus plush on the way that's going to be pretty epic.
Okay.
We've changed our format to make 20-minute YouTube videos.
Okay.
And that's kind of what we've been working with. And we started a new YouTube channel, and it's actually doing pretty good. We started it, I don't know, like a few months ago, and it's already at 140K subs. So it's growing. Yeah. It's growing pretty fast.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And that's kind of been our focus.
What's the link so people can check it out?
Do I just link it to you?
Just say it. Just say the link, and I'll pull it up.
It's called The Night Crew on YouTube. The Night Crew VR is the @ tag.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, here it is. So this is the official. Do you have that labeled somewhere? Do you have the official Marcus homepage? You got to put that in there, man.
I should hire you, man. I don't know.
No, don't hire me. Don't do that. But you should get a manager to do that for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely find a person.
For sure.
Because it's like, and I hate hearing like, nobody big has contacted me yet. Because it's like, I would hate to think somebody out there has been contacted and is making the Marcus show, saying that they own it.
Yeah,
dude, something like that actually happened to me recently. What happened to me was the people that contacted me to work on the plush, they contacted someone else too, And apparently there was 2 different groups talking to 2 different people because the creator of the Marcus avatar messaged me. And he's like, hey man, I'm getting a free plush. Do you want a free plush too? This group is making Marcus plushies.
Oh, no.
I'm like, wait a
Jesus
minute.
Christ.
I'm like, wait a minute. Those are the Marcus plushies I'm working on. Like, what the hell is going on here? And he's like, yeah, apparently this they're working with the VR chat devs and stuff like that. And I'm like, fuck the VR chat devs. They have nothing to do with this. So I immediately message. I'm like, hey, like, what is going on here? Like, I thought we were working on this together. And they're like, oh, apparently a different group reached out to the VR chat devs. I'm like, okay, well, if you do that, then don't sell that as Marcus, because the VR chat devs have nothing to do with this. In fact, I made the VR chat devs a free commercial so that they can sell the VR chat. I told them, you know what? I'll give you guys a free commercial. All right. Because I've had bad instances with the VR chat devs before. And I'm like, you know what? I want to bridge things between me and the VR chat devs. So I gave them a free commercial that popped off on every platform because they got to use Marcus to sell Marcus avatars, right? Because they wanted to make some money off of it. And I'm like, these motherfuckers, dude, I give them a free commercial and they repay me by trying to steal my fucking merch, dude. Like, but they're figuring it out and they're fixing everything. Hopefully. Is that as soon as I said, take the Marcus name off that shit. If you're going to do it with someone else, they were like, no, we'll work with you. Like, don't worry. So yeah.
Well, that's good. I thought that whole like Marcus skin thing was like a collab, but it seems like you just did that out of good faith.
I gave them a free commercial. I said, I want the VR chat devs to like me more. I will give you guys a free commercial. Like, and I did.
Fair enough.
There you
go. Fair enough. Well,
now it sounds like you need a manager and also a good lawyer. So we're gonna add that to the list.
Yeah, like that's such a weird.
And that guy's gonna need to put you in. He needs a trademark experience as well. Got to get that handled. So,
yeah.
Start checking off the list.
Yeah, I have not heard of the type of problem that you currently have in like content creation before. It's rather unique.
I'm sure it happens to a lot of people that have like random shit that just pops off out of nowhere, right? Because it's not really it's not Roflgator or me that's like popping off. It's a character that was created by me and Jufa. So it's just like it's a very strange thing, you know? And I'm sure that every company that has like a character that pops off has to deal with something like this. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say, you're in this position now also where it's so much easier to appropriate what you've made, because it's like faceless, right? You're not going after a person. It's just this character that you've made. So it's very easy to say like, oh yeah, I came up with this. Sure. You know, it's not me. It's not Roflgator.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's
well, and
another hurdle.
Yeah, it's the situation too that because it's unique, but it's not unique in the sense that you use like it's an AI voice, it's a model that's widely available. So like reproduction of the thing is somewhat easy to do.
I don't know if anyone can do it as well as Jufa can, because Jufa moves and has that comedic timing, which is very important. Timing is very important.
Timing's very funny. Yeah, I mean that makes the whole comedic bit for sure. But it's that's why I wanted to talk to you about it all, because it's the pipeline, like I always say, is TikTok to Twitch, and you have that pipeline, but you can't quite capture it, just given the situation that it created.
It's fluid, man. Yeah, like it's a lot of moving things at once, a lot of gears, and they all have to turn in unison to do it properly. So
yeah.
A lot of good lessons to learn for the next time you pop off.
This has been a learning experience for me. And yeah, exactly. I mean, I try a lot of things. I'm always under the impression of like, just do things until something pops off. And some things usually do. So when the next thing pops off, I'll be a little bit smarter about it. You know, I'll figure it out. It's only a matter of time. Something always, pops off somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that'll be. Could be anything.
That what's besides you got the YouTube, the night crew, that's kind of the future.
That's been the big focus when it comes to like short form and YouTube content. That has been my baby. It's doing well. I'm pretty happy with where it's at. But my main thing is always going to be my stream, right? Like my stream is my baby. I've been streaming. I think I just recently had like, oh god, like a 12-year partner anniversary.
Nice.
I think I was like
Nice,
one of the
man.
first
Congrats.
100 partnered streamers or something like that. I don't know. I was up there.
I think that is
So
correct.
I've been doing this for
Very
a long
cool.
time. Yeah. This is my life, man. I'm always gonna be a streamer before I'm anything else.
I'm trying to see what number you actually are. Do you know your number off the top of your head? I think I'm 47.
No. I don't know. So I think my 12-year was literally like in like 2 months, like a month and a half ago. So I don't know what that would equate to. It's got to be up there. I mean, I feel like it's got to be up there. How long? How old? When was your partner anniversary, JP? Do you remember your 12-year?
February. I think I was partnered via
top 100.
I was partnered via email because they didn't have my partnership was. Hey, you want to try out this thing? We're doing this whole partner thing on Twitch. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, you're partnered. That's like it didn't. And this wasn't even on Twitch. This is back in like the
Justin TV.
Yeah.
Mine
Day 9 was the first. I know that. Tally was up there. Man vs. Game was up there. Dan's Gaming was up there in the top 10. Chance was up there.
Mr. Morris.
Yeah. So we're all of that age. We're all old,
dude.
So
I was gonna make a joke when I first came on here. I was gonna say finally a podcast where I'm not the old guy, because usually I'm the old guy. That's who we are.
This is the old guy podcast.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm finally like with my people. I'm finally with my age group.
Yes,
old guys rock. I agree.
There you go. Yeah, I guess you are kind of the old guy of VR, huh?
Oh God! You just called me the VR guy, dude. We just talked about this, man. We just talked about this.
Not only that, but now you have an additional time. Now you're the old VR guy, not even the VR
That's
guy.
That's even worse.
Now it's just the old VR.
That sounds like I should be on a list. That sounds like I should be on a list. Like that just that just doesn't come off the tongue right.
Nope.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
The old guy in VR.
Yep.
Yeah, you should be on
the old VR guy and his fleet of mutes.
Oh God,
doesn't really roll off the tongue.
I'm young spirited. All right, I'm young spirited.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude.
You made me pull up the email. The email was July.
Someone in chat is like, lists going out like flags at a football game. List. You're on this list and that list.
Jesus. Yeah, my subs got turned on July 3rd, 2012. But I don't know if that counted as partnership back then.
So you've been around a lot. You've been around a lot longer than me when it comes to partnership.
I beat me by over a year. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the email reads, "Hey, meet JP. Perhaps you guys are already acquainted. He'd like to get subs going on his channel. Please hook a brother up. Hi, JP. Your channel now has subs." That's the email.
Damn, you just went through like a history book. Was that in your email?
Yeah. It's in my normal email. If you would like to replace the star as your subscriber icon, please send me an 18x18 PNG and I'll swap it out. Keep in mind, this is Justin Wong, who was one of the creators, I think, of the entire fucking Twitch thing. At the time,
he was named after him.
Part of it, I think. Yeah, I think he was part of the reason why it was called Justin.tv.
Dude, Justin TV was so different back then, man. Like people would basically stream any kind of video that you can imagine. Like I used to be like, oh man, there's a WWE like event today. I'm just gonna tune into Justin TV and watch the pay-per-view event for free. And you can watch like TV shows. There was no language filters back then. I'll tell you that much. People said and did whatever they wanted. Yeah, it was a wild west.
Yeah. Yep. You could pay like certain channels. They would be like, okay, $5 I'll make you a mod. Like, you pay to be mods. They got around like copyright by like, somehow got around copyright for a while by like mirroring the image of like, Trailer Park Boys and South Park and like all these other things that like they just 24-hour channels of these things that I'd be like, okay, I'm done streaming. I'm just gonna flip on fucking Trailer Park Boys or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the wild goddamn West. And I remember like the first time like my buddy Man got paid for advertising. It was the first check he ever got. First check anybody I knew ever got for playing video games. It was like $11 or something like that. We're like, oh my God, we got fucking paid to play video, or you did. You got paid to play video games. Holy shit.
Can I ask you guys? All right, I don't know if I'm allowed to bring up a segment, but I was wondering if you guys would tell me your oldest like big memory on Justin TV or Twitch, like one thing that like stands out in your brain from back then. Because mine will always be, okay, so my old like memory on Justin TV was when Phantom Lord got. Do you guys remember Phantom Lord?
I remember Phantom Lord. Here's the thing: you said that name, and I had a heart palpitation because I was like, "Oh my God, oh my God!" I don't want to be sued.
I haven't thought about that guy in years.
My oldest like big memory was when he had the police show up to his house on stream and just kept his stream going. And I don't know if this is right or wrong. It might be wrong, but I think he was like the first person to hit 100K views during that stream.
Probably
he was just sitting there having like the police like harass him, and it was just. And I remember watching this, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Back then, like nowadays, like you've seen it all, right? Like everything's happened, but back then that was like life changing for me. I was like, "Dude, this guy has the cops at his house."
Oh yeah, dude.
It might have been 10,000 views. Not even 100,000.
10,000. Yeah. Because I think the first 100,000 view stream was actually a League of Legends 1-on-1 between Soaz and someone else. But I was wondering what's your guys' like old Justin TV or Twitch.tv memory that like stands out in your head still to this day?
I gotta
you guys
think
even have
about
one.
That. Yeah.
I just pulled this out of nowhere.
Mine wouldn't be like a dramatic one. But just like I'd say that in terms of the most different schism in terms of where we were and where we are now is, I would say the first TwitchCon I went to. Like that was the first TwitchCon I went to was absolutely magical. It was like, that was like Twitch was at its prime. Like Bleed Purple was at its prime. Like everyone was fully plugged in.
Were you at the first one?
Yes.
I was at the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the air there.
If we were the same one. Yeah, because the first one was awesome.
Yeah, the air there was like electric. Every single person you looked at there, and there were thousands of people, every single person there was a gamer or played games. And it was like this magical connection. There was zero negativity, zero bad vibes. It was that first con was like Bleed Purple at its maximum. And I will never forget that convention. That was awesome.
And it was a lot less of like, hey, can you say something in my stream?
Yeah, there doesn't exist.
The only stuff you saw like that was like TV crews in front of cosplayers and like act like there was and it looked professional and it looked like it was managed properly. You know, like it was it was nice. It was very nice. Yep.
Nowadays, like, because my friend started streaming this year. He quit his pharmacy job and he was like, I want to try streaming. I was like,
damn, that's a cushy job.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, he has a doctorate degree in pharmacy. He was doing it, and he's like, bro, I'm miserable. I just want to try streaming. I was like,
fair.
I don't think you'd be a good streamer. And he's like, why? I'm like, because you have too much of a life. You have way too much of a life. You go salsa dancing. You go out every day. Like, this is not what streamers do, man. I don't know. He's like, I want to try it, right? So he went to TwitchCon. And I told him, like,
so he got this dumb peanut avatar and started streaming.
He went to TwitchCon and he started putting. He started IRL streaming there, and it was so funny because people would go up to him and he's like very fresh, and they'd be like, "Oh, how many viewers do you average?" And he'd be like, "Oh, I have like 50 viewers." And if they had less than 50 viewers, they would attach to him hardcore and be like, "Wow, you seem so cool." If they had more than 50 viewers, they'd be like, "Okay," and then they'd walk away from him. And I'm just like, is this really what this is about? This event? Because that's what it really feels like it's about. It's like, if you find someone that has more viewers than you, you attach yourself to them, and if you find someone
it's kind of always been like that though.
I know.
Yeah, I mean Zeke is given the thumbs up, but like he attached to Man vs. Game. Me and Zeke attached to Co over the past several years. Like it's kind of always been
I'm not
like
a good streamer. Yeah, I'm not a good streamer because like I don't believe in just hanging out with someone because they get a lot of viewers, or because I hate that whole concept of everything, right? For me, it's always like, do I mesh with this person? Do I like this person? If I don't, I'm not going to pretend to like someone. And I'm so notoriously
we've been doing that
bad.
for 10 years on the show. Is that?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We fucking hate each other, Rob. Like, this stream ends, we don't talk to each other.
No, as you should. Well, that's part of getting old, right? You don't talk to your friends anymore when you're old.
I've had both of them blocked for almost half a year. They can't even talk to me outside of the show.
Yeah,
no, that's
we have to go through a third party,
business, right? It's just business.
Yeah,
business, man.
It's a
when I visited him, visited Co for his charity thing, like he had like a dungeon like etched with my name on it. It was very weird. It was like
I actually hired a
little bit bigger than
handler. And that way I didn't need to see Zeke in real life. I just had the handler pick him up, take him to the dungeon.
The charity
came out and did his
thing
bit.
was actually just Zeke being able to talk to Co. That was the charity.
Yeah, that was the charity.
Yeah. That's how that went.
I gave him a pretty good deal on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been like that, but it also hasn't been like that, Rob. Like I think there have been. It depends on the streamer, right?
I agree.
It depends on the streamer, and and not only that, it really depends on like why the person is in it. Like there's different modes that streamers are in. Sometimes streamers are like, I want to really enjoy this, and I want to meet people in this industry, and I want to make friends. Then there's people that are like, you know what, I'm very career focused right now. We'll call it. Yeah. I'm looking to expand. I'm looking to grow. So I need to make sure that my time is spent talking to people that are going to facilitate that, because I'm at this con to do that. That's why I'm here, kind of things. Yeah. So, we had that at the first SwitchCon too. This industry like this is always going to have those people. But the longer you're in it, I feel like kind of like, the older you get, the more experienced you are. The longer you do this, I feel like a lot of times the more you start angling towards, let me do things that are more enjoyable for me and less about the metrics.
Exactly. No, I agree. That's how I've been doing things for a while.
Yeah.
It works much better.
Yeah.
Big time.
No,
I cared about metrics. There's no way I do this show every week. And that's fine. I like that. It's good. It's good. So
yeah, I think you can actually start to see a lot of older creators like us have like second waves, because we actually do start doing what we enjoy rather than chasing the viewership every single week. So
yep.
Well, that's
it's a weird
how
space.
I popped off. If you think about the TikTok, like I was just doing like stupid videos and sometimes things just work out, right? Like sometimes you do something really funny with your friends, and then that ends up popping off instead of just copying what everyone else does.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
To
answer your original question, Rob, I think for me it wasn't like a big event or a storied event, but it was actually watching back in the early days of StarCraft, like StarCraft 2 beta days, watching a Day 9 daily. And it was before like he really blew up, so it was before Day 9 Daily 100, probably around like 40 or 30. But being like, this guy's he's got some charisma. Like if he wants to, he can do some crazy shit. And I was working with MLG at the time. I was like, I need to find a co-caster, and so I messaged Sean. Was like, hey, do you want to come? Broadcast StarCraft 2 at MLG? And so we ended up doing that, and that kind of like got my entire thing started. So that was a little bit of the
streamer.
I would say, yeah, he was probably like the OG. He was my OG.
Yeah. Mine was Wreckful. My streamer was Wreckful. Like that was always like my favorite streamer that I would watch every single day.
Wreckful was always the guy that like I would hang out with Wreckful at like BlizzCon and whatnot, but he was always too cool to really like always be his friend.
Yeah.
So I was never able to quite grasp that. But anytime I could hang out with him, I did.
I wish I got to meet him. That's one person who I never got to meet in Austin because I moved to Austin too late. He was like the one person I really wanted to meet, so it was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I derailed everything. I do that all the time.
No, it's fine. Wreckful was a very nice guy. Yeah, very nice guy. Yeah. So I guess that's full circle on the story of Rob Roflgator, last name Gator.
Yeah,
I have
Robert
two.
Gator.
Go ahead.
My first moment was on Justin TV because when I started streaming, I don't know if I bet a couple of you know the story. Like when I started streaming on Justin TV, it was an offshoot of Man vs. Game, and I didn't want to do gaming content because I didn't want to, that was his thing. So I started doing a broadcast on my own channel called Flick You, which was basically a ripoff of one dude trying to do Mystery Science Theater. And so I would like watch bad movies, and I would, you know, comment on them as best as I could and be funny and, you know, try at least. And eventually my channel got shut down because I was absolutely broadcasting copywritten content. And I was broadcasting movies I was not allowed to have. And Viacom eventually was like, nope. And I was like, fuck. So, and it was right before Justin TV became Twitch.
Yeah.
So
the rebrand.
My channel got shut down. I got banned from Justin TV, and then Twitch rolled around, and I was like, please, 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 since it's a different thing, I promise I will never ever do that again. And eventually they were like, okay, you can have your channel back. I was like, oh, thank you so much. But then, so yeah, my channel got shut down was the first big thing that happened to me. And then the second big thing was like the BC Warrior, the breast cancer awareness charity stream that I did, also with Man vs. Game, where we both dressed up in Speedo underwear and pink wigs and aviator sunglasses, and we danced around for breast cancer awareness. And it ended up like with me getting a fucking global emote, which was like, it's still there. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, I remember that
that's
broadcast.
You?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's
BC
me.
Warrior, man. That's
the pink-haired glasses guy. That's me.
I've seen that emote before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I know. I've been
There
educated.
you go. There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was one of the biggest moments for me, where it's like, one of the Twitch admins was like, "Hey, we're gonna make you an emote. You want to be a global emote?" I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome."
Yeah.
My favorite. They never got rid of it.
My favorite part about that story is that they didn't ask for the legal sign-off fee. They didn't ask for any of that shit. That came about 8 years later.
Yeah.
When Twitch was like, we need to like own these faces or they can't be on our fucking platform.
Yep. They definitely contacted me. They were like, we want to keep using this, so you need to sign off on it. I was like, all right.
Yep. They contacted everyone with those forms. That was a whole deal.
And they lost a bunch.
They did. Yeah, they lost OMG Scoots. That was one of the ones that went there. And then there was like the whole
where that one disappeared. He didn't sign. Interesting.
Yeah, there's the whole like LOL controversy as well with that whole thing, and yeah. The old Twitch. Rob, thanks for coming on the show. I don't know where we go from here. I know you've been up all night, so I don't want to keep you any longer.
I appreciate you guys inviting me. I love doing podcasts and I love doing stuff like this. If you guys ever want to just shoot the shit again or invite me to anything, I'd love to come back. You guys are awesome.
Fantastic. Can I get you to give an invite to Co for doing the speed dating in VR? Can we get?
I
think
he's probably going to be booked if you ask him. But
it turns out my availability is really thin these days. I'm really sorry.
So
yeah, I thank you so much, though.
Look,
Co has. Manager, I'll have my manager message your manager.
They'd probably be the same manager. It wouldn't be that much work. Co has an entire room for VR. Okay, and he's never used it. So
whereas my calendar is wide open.
No, Zeke's so busy. Zeke is so busy. You would not believe how busy Zeke is. I didn't even bother asking.
So many spiders to feed there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So many.
Yeah. Anyways, I will stop inviting people onto your show. Rob, why don't you give us some shout outs and let people know where they can check you out and where they can find more of Marcus or more of the old Raffle, as you love to be called.
Well, I would say if you guys have a Twitter, it's right over there, Twitter OW. All right, that's my Twitch, and then the YouTube, I would say, is definitely something we're trying to grow. The Night Crew. But yeah, I appreciate your chat for being so awesome and so welcoming. You guys are really cool. Appreciate you guys.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being on. What game are you looking forward to? What's the next big thing you're looking forward to?
I don't know. I'm depressed, so I don't know what like games are coming out or anything. What is coming out? You guys are like the expert on games.
I mean, League of Legends.
Ooh. Oh God,
that's already out.
No, we like Rob. Stop. No, I mean the good news is if you haven't gamed recently, you have an amazing few months to pick from. It's kind of like what are you in the mood for? Something happy, something you can get lost in.
I want a game that will be competitive. Sorry to interrupt you. I want a game that will be competitive, but the problem is I feel like all the competitive games have already been out for 20 years. Yeah. So it's just like, what are you going to do? League of Legends, I'm going to say it before I leave. League of Legends killed gaming, okay? And let me explain why, all right?
Oh, God.
Every single game, what would happen is you would have a game, and then blank 2 would come out, and then blank 3 would come out, and then League of Legends comes along and they're like, hey, we're just gonna make repeated updates, release new characters every single week, and we'll just keep this game alive forever. And then everyone else starts doing it. Overwatch starts doing it. All these other games start doing it. They killed gaming. All right, Riot Games, you guys killed gaming, because now there's no competition, because if another game comes out, they have to compete with League of Legends, which has 140 champions or whatever, maybe even 200 at this point. It's like, how can you compete with something that's been getting updated for years and years and years and years? That's it.
Okay.
Right, have a nice day.
All right. Fantastic. Thanks for being here, Rob.
We should
we'll get some league in-houses going.
We should probably burn them down. We should probably just burn them down. We should probably just burn the building down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, and if there is FBI watching this, I do not condone any of the actions of this man or know what he's speaking of. All right, but yeah, take care.
We're not going to fight club it. Don't worry. We're good. Don't need to be on that list as well. We're on enough. Okay.
Indeed. All right. We'll see you later, Raffle. You have a good rest of your night.
You just call me Raffle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did he leave like that?
Yeah, he left.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, that's great.
Beautiful.
Oh man,
I love him so much. He's fun.
Yeah,
he's a fun guy. Definitely check out his streams. He also he does stream on Kick every once in a while, because you can get away with things over there that you cannot on Twitch. Turns out, I don't know what that is though. I don't know what that is. I haven't quite. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
That's where I go for my foot videos.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Foot videos on Kick. That seems appropriate.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's do a little bit of news. Not too much has been happening here in the. God, today's the last day of November, which is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is.
It's November 30th. Tomorrow's the 1st of December. December, a little bit lax on game releases, but getting a lot of. Rob is joking about it. Also serious, kind of, with this League of Legends rant. But the games as a service are getting all the updates in the next, 2 weeks. There's Final Fantasy's getting a big update. Warframe's getting a big update. WoW's getting a big update. Destiny 2's getting a big update. Diablo 4's getting an update. PoE 2 has a new update. Arc Raiders is getting an update sometime in in December. They're getting a winter update. Yeah, Dark Tide, Fallout 76. Aren't they doing something with their show? There's a lot of games as a service getting huge updates. That's right, Monster Hunter Wilds. I forgot about that.
Fortnite just got a new chapter.
Yeah, Fortnite did just get a new chapter. By the way, did your kids take part in that? Did you see any?
They were downloading it last night. I haven't actually seen it yet. I know it's related to movies. I saw Kill Bill and Back to the Future.
It's like one of those things where it's a little unbelievable. And it's only in Fortnite situation. Cause they Avengers Endgamed Fortnite. And so there's Godzilla with Voltron and Homer Simpson fighting is giant things. And Kill Bill's in there, and it's just all over the fucking place.
Is Buck in it?
Maybe, I don't know. Oh. He might be. It's who knows. Everything's in Fortnite. You should definitely partake though if your kids do that. I don't know what the event is called. The Zero.
Oh, I'm definitely going to. I always check that stuff first. They just downloaded it. So.
Yeah.
I was when I heard that Kill Bill was a part of it. It definitely raised a few Huh?
Yeah.
Like, what, you're putting Kill Bill in there? Like,
yeah.
It's not. How are you framing this exactly?
The bride is part of the story, and like you get in.
That was a little weird.
You get on a helicopter ride, and like the K-pop demon hunters are there. Like
they loved the K-pop thing. That was apparently huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Rackinishu says it includes cut content from Kill Bill.
Yes. Yeah. There's. Do you remember the? Oh God, I forget her name. The girl that had the spike on the chain that the bride fought. I think it's her sister, which was in like that storyline. Yeah, Go-Go. That storyline was like cut from the movie. And so they brought her character or something. Yeah, I didn't watch it. But I know that he was like, Quentin was like involved in it.
He's revenge. Interesting.
Yeah, because she what happens in the movies happens in the movies, so she wants to get her revenge, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, Fortnite's doing some crazy shit. It's wild. In terms of actual news, there's not been, like I said, too much. A lot of our show's favorite topic. There's been a lot of conversation around AI the past couple of weeks.
What happened this time?
Well, Tim Sweeney, who is the
the
CEO of Epic? What is his role?
He like owns it. I think he's
the owner of Epic Games. Okay, yeah, he came out and basically
this is actually kind of a huge deal.
Yeah, he came out and said that Steam should drop its made with AI tags.
And I believe that they were also saying that they're not planning on adding one on Epic.
Yes. The full quote I'm reading from TheVerge.com. He says the AI tag is relevant to art exhibits for authorship disclosure and to digital content licensing marketplaces where buyers need to understand the right situation. It makes no sense for game stores where AI will be involved in nearly all future production.
Part that's crazy there. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish the quote.
He just goes in another post. He said, "Why stop at AI use? We could have mandatory disclosures for what shampoo brand the developer uses. Customers deserve to know." LOL. So he kind of was like poking fun at it.
The part that's so crazy about that is when you read the first part of it, he literally says like, art should have attribution, and then the next line is like, but we don't need that in games. It's like,
yeah.
Oh,
I think that
interesting.
A Valve artist fired back at him for his comments. Who was the Valve? How do I say this? IE Sanchez. He's an artist who's contributed to Counter-Strike at Valve. Disagrees. He said, quote, "This is like saying food products shouldn't have their ingredients list. Consumers should have the information to decide if they want to buy something or not, depending on its content. The only people afraid of this are the ones that know their product is low effort." So he kind of went for the jugular there. And I don't necessarily disagree with that statement. I think it's not that big. A CEO saying that they don't want to disclose that it's AI is kind of, that's both the answer and the problem.
Yeah. It's just to let you know, like my own experience just recently, as recent as yesterday. I started like, I do Indie Saturdays, so and I really want to support games that don't use shortcuts like AI and stuff like that.
Right.
And I had to remove, like, I'm going to start doing it before I list the games for the day. But like, I put a list of 9 up, and someone said, "Oh, that game uses a lot of AI." I was like, "Oh, okay, we'll get that off the list." And then people were like, "That one does too. That one does too." I had to get rid of 4 of the games that I put up because it's just like I feel like we're shadow boxing the fucking ocean. Yeah. It's just
and those are the ones
I'm trying my best, but holy shit, there's going to be a day when I can't.
Those are the ones that disclosed it.
Yeah.
There's no way to tell in any game at this point what is actually and what is not influenced or been done by it. But the thing is I think, and the part that drives me crazy about people like Tim saying stuff like that is, think whatever you want about AI, but to take away the disclosure, which takes away the power of the person buying the product to make the decision if they want to support it or not, to say that needs to be obfuscated. Like, we don't need to tell our viewers that. Like, Tim, if they care about it, you need to tell them. It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah.
Like, that's that's like in it, you know, like it's that's such a backward ass way that he's looking at it. It doesn't matter what he feels about it. Like, that's something that consumers want to know. They want that information. It is important to them. It changes their experience if they know the story in the game was written by a person with a name or was generated by AI. That will change the experience that the buyer has. So it's like, they need to know that information before they buy the product.
Yeah.
And Tim is saying, no, they don't. That's what Tim Sweeney is saying. No, they don't need to know that. That's messed up. Like, that's messed up, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that, dude. That's messed up.
And I thought it was he says like a sticker. I thought it was a bigger thing. This is our show's favorite game to talk about AI. It's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yep. They need a whole, just like they have an ESRB rating, we need like that exact same thing for monetization, and we need that exact same thing for artistic use in AI. Where it's like, just tell us exactly what in this game was AI. Just let us know so we can know. Let us know if it is AI. How is it AI? There's different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Just let us know. Just let us make the decision. Let us make that choice. But yeah, it's wild to think that's not a thing.
Yeah. I could not agree more. For sure.
All we need is the info.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
at least
also
need the info.
like, God damn, man. Just I know there's different uses of AI, and I know there's it stretches the gambit from morally okay to morally bankrupt, like, uses of it, and it's so hard to parse, man. It's just really difficult to be like, okay, you have to do a fucking deep dive on every game that I like. I get suggested like 50, 60 games every week.
Yeah.
So I got to do a deep dive on every game that says AI on it. Like, fuck, that sucks, dude. It sucks so bad.
Yeah.
This is, hours of extra work you're going to be doing. And every week that goes by, it's going to be more.
Well, and it's no, I told my people yesterday, I was like, this is going to be like, indie days moving forward are going to be like indie days of old, when people weren't producing, 100, 200 fucking indie games every week. Like, it's going to be like, okay, I know this one doesn't use AI and it is jank as fuck. It's going to be like super like old timey indie, like, okay, we use these models and they're like, 50-year-old models or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So this is not like an attempt to like gotcha, Zeke, but I'm curious for you, like, what's the limit on that check for you? Is there a limit?
That's the thing. I'm moving. I'm like, yesterday it was 0.
Yeah.
It was, if it says like it has an AI disclosure, I don't even look into it. I was just like, nope, off the list. We'll find something else. And that's the thing. Like, they have to disclose it, but do they?
Right.
Like, how much do they have to disclose? Like, like, a couple of the games that I was looking at yesterday were, we use AI imaging for like background paintings. Like, in the background of the game, there's just like paintings made by AI, like to add, assets or atmosphere or whatever. And I like, that's a question you have to ask. That's a question I have to ask myself. Like, is that cool?
Yeah.
Is that, because it's just like, you can barely see it. It's in the background. They just used it to fill in to make the room look more full.
And that is the slippery slope right there. That's the very first step down the slippery slope. Is because of course it is AI art. That's what it is. It's AI art. It's what we say no to. But it's a use that's just like 0.01%, right? So it's like, God, dude, it's a mess. I'm in the same boat, and I'm still doing that to every game I look at, because I still check, like, what's the exact usage? How is it being used?
Your cat's...
Oh, do you guys hear something weird?
No, not at all. I don't hear it. There's nothing weird.
You guys don't hear that?
No, not
I have
at
no
all.
idea what it sounds like to you, because I don't hear myself.
He's
he's just cleaning your ear a little bit.
Yeah, no, it just turned into an ASMR.
But no, like but the thing is like, and that brings up that also really horrible second part of that situation, because the people that are going to use AI and lie about it will then be the one getting your dollars over the ones that are actually doing it. So it's like, and that's of course going to happen.
Joe. You got to stop him. I can't hear you. I seriously, it's super crunchy.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Now, but tell me this. Tell me this. Can you hear me better now?
You know, it does sound a little bit clearer.
Go. See, he cleaned your ears out a little bit. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, there you go. See?
It does sound.
It's a very rough tongues.
A little clearer. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mic just need a little bit of a clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a weird situation, and it makes me wonder, like how hard is Steam going to enforce that?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen the first time it's proven wrong, right? And what's going to happen when a big company abuses it? Although we kind of already seen that with Call of Duty, and not much has happened. So it's it's already so gray, and it's only going to get murkier.
My rather ignorant knowledge of it, the best way to check for AI is to use AI, right? On like a large scale, aka the entirety of Steam.
My vote would be use abacuses. I feel like that'd be the safest. And maybe a sundials.
No, I'm not kidding you. Like, it's getting to the point where if I want to be a fucking hardline no AI supporter on my channel, which I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I'm just saying, like, if it's looking like retro is going to be my shit, like for the next move, like moving forward, like that's if I want to sleep at night or whatever, I guess, if I take that stance, which I haven't decided yet. Like,
I mean,
it's a tough thing to think about.
That's an option for you though, man. I mean, you have the CD-ROMathons, like you could do that, and you would be absolute, like that would work.
Yeah,
make really entertaining content with that.
But the thing is, retro games are finite. There's only so many of them.
That's true.
Yeah, not wrong.
Yeah,
you only play them so many times, right?
It's very true. I mean, for me, the two games that I have the most hours logged in for the past probably 3 months are Arc Raiders and Where Winds Meet. And both of those, Arc Raiders, obviously the whole AI voice thing, and Where Winds Meet, I think, is also AI voiced.
I mean, it has a whole AI modules.
It's got AI
it's got literal
stuff
just ChatGPT in it.
Yeah. I don't. Is that and to be clear, it is not disclosed on Steam anywhere. I do not believe. I'm looking at the
with
Steam
Where
page.
Winds Meet.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Steam page now. I do not see a mention of
they
AI.
disclosed that in the game. It actually says on the thing under it says you are talking to an AI agent.
I guess that's true.
Yeah,
but is that the same thing as is using AI for like voice work or for artwork or anything like that? Yeah,
I wouldn't say it.
Okay,
so I guess that probably wouldn't require disclosure.
Again, I think that's. I don't want to make excuses for Tim, but I think that's what he was kind of trying to say, but he came off like a douchebag.
Well, no, what I think Tim was trying to say is Tim's an engineer, right?
Yeah.
So he was thinking like an engineer, but the thing that it doesn't really make a lot of sense is that he's not really taking into account that games are art. Games have art in them. The exact art that he just a second earlier said needed to have those disclosures. So it's a weird disconnect for him to make. But again, he's a tech guy.
Yeah.
He's a Gavin from what I understand.
Yeah.
So he does all the infrastructure, all the stuff in the back end. So, I mean, let's be real. It sounds like a slip of the tongue because of the way that he said it. Like especially, it just sounds like he didn't equate his games as art. Because let's be real, he's probably not a gamer. He probably doesn't see games as art.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a product to him, which kind of makes sense with what he said then in that regard.
When was this? Sorry, someone in my chat just linked me.
Kanata says games are 100% art. I don't think you're going to find anyone here that argues with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we would all agree with you. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So they linked this. This is from 2024, January of 2024. And it's Steam's, I guess, commentary on AI content on Steam. And for live generated, which is any kind of content created with the help of AI tools while the game is running. In addition to following the same rules as pre-generated AI content, this comes as an additional requirement. In the content survey, you'll need to tell us what kind of guardrails you're putting on AI to ensure it's not generating illegal content.
Oh, wait a second. So no, live generated AI content. That's exactly what those AI agents are. They are content generated with AI while you're talking to them.
Yeah.
So it absolutely should have a disclosure.
Yeah.
That's so weird that Steam doesn't disclose it and the game does. It's like the game's doing a better job.
Yeah. I mean, that's
weird.
It's probably
did they ever, out of curiosity, did they ever update the Call of Duty entry?
I don't think so. Let's see. I want to say no. But maybe they did, and I just am not aware. Oh, so on Ollie, stop.
Arf.
Yeah, he's gonna start barking randomly because I made a noise that upset him. On the Call of Duty page for Steam, it has this. The developer described other game uses AI generated content like this. Our team uses generative AI tools to help development some in-game assets. And that's on.
Okay. That is
Call of Duty. So
could have, instead of that line, they could have just said yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I'm sure this is going to be a topic that I am already kind of there, but as we go into 2026, it's going to be all over the place. You're going to be tired of hearing about it. And that's kind of how this stuff goes, because people get tired of hearing about it, and then it just becomes the norm.
Dude, I mean, my life would be so fucking easy, so much easier if I could just be like, nah, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care. I don't care. I'm not even going to look for it anymore. I don't have to argue about it. I don't have to do anything. I'm like, I'm fine with it. And everybody be like, okay, you're a scumbag. Well, I'm guessing I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to, like, every product is going to have to be looked at differently. Just like kind of like you're already doing, Zeke. But it's just like, it's about how AI is used. It's about what the type of AI content is. Like, it's all going to be measured on a scale. Like, that's just where we're heading.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to find any food product out there without additives.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, that's why the disclosure is so important, man. And I hate that there's people trying to fight that. That is the worst thing that we could have happen. Yep. That sucks.
Right. Especially someone
more transparency
with money and influence, like the CEO of Epic Games.
Yep. It'd be nice if we understood the situation a bit better.
Yeah. In other news, this number kind of shocked me. I guess I thought that there was a bigger blow to the initial launch of Cyberpunk, but they've come out and said that they've sold 35 million copies lifetime for Cyberpunk, according to the latest financial report out of CD
Projekt. How many
Projekt.
refunds in that first year?
Yeah, they don't disclose that.
31 million. Yeah, not so good anymore. No, just kidding.
They don't disclose that. But 35 million is a lot.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's definitely pretty good.
I wonder how many of those purchases were post the DLC in 2.0.
Yeah, I don't know if they broke it down by it just says 30. It says as of the 26th November 2025. Copies of the game sold separately and in the Ultimate Edition bundle. So they probably just put it all together, marketing, put it all together as like one big number.
Sure.
Yeah.
No question.
There was some other stuff in here. I think they said like Cyberpunk 2's probably a 2027 release. They really went into like all of the numbers here and talked about how many devs they have working on Witcher 4. Just kind of, putting it all out there, which they have been prone to do over the past couple of years. And the transparency is welcomed, and it's always fun to dive into those numbers. So if you want, you can go find it on the cdproject.com site. On the other side of not doing well in sales. Paradox has taken the blame for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 flopping and have announced a $37 million write-down for that sitch, which, I mean, you played it / finished it. It wasn't a bad game necessarily, right?
There's a game-breaking bug.
Okay.
No, and what's really interesting about the whole Bloodlines 2 situation is that the previews came out. Streamers, including myself, did an early preview event, and everyone was pretty much saying the same thing. We were like, this game is okay, but it's not Bloodlines 2. This is not what Bloodlines 2 is meant to be. It should not be called that. This is also the time when they were doing that really crazy pre-order stuff. So they walked back the pre-order, which was great, but they couldn't walk back the naming. And then after that all happened, some interviews came out with the Chinese room devs.
Yeah.
And essentially it was told exactly like we all said. They were like, yeah, Paradox came to us and were like, we need you to make Bloodlines 2. And we were like, we can't do that. We could make you like a Dishonored or like something, but we can't do a Bloodlines 2. And Paradox was like, do it anyway. We're going to pay you to do it. Like, okay. So it's like, I honestly, I have to say, we don't see too often publishers fall on their sword like this. This is a little wild. They could have just not said anything, swept it under the rug, not talked about it, and just, written it all off as a loss in their next tax report. But they publicly came out and they're like, this was on us. We shouldn't have done this. Like, we pushed it too hard. We're writing this off. It was our failure.
Yeah.
And it's like,
quick question. What does write down mean?
You're right. They're putting it down as their loss. They're not saying that it's Chinese rooms. Like they're taking, from what I understand, I don't know what the legalese behind that term is, but from what I understand, it means that they're taking the blame, essentially, is a good way to say it.
Okay.
Yep. Saying they're at fault. They're acknowledging fault.
Yep.
So yeah, that's good of them. I need to return to the game. Unfortunately, I got stopped by a game-breaking bug. About 6-ish hours in, I was supposed to talk to a guy, and a door was supposed to unlock. It never unlocked, so I couldn't progress my game. But I'll probably go back and finish it at some point. Like, I enjoyed my time in it. The voice acting was fantastic. I was digging the story. Like, it had a vibe. It was just not Bloodlines 2.
Yeah.
It was very much not. No, it felt more like a visual novel with a combat system that was a little janky. Not Dishonored. It wasn't Dishonored either. No offense, Chinese. It did not feel like Dishonored. But it definitely had a vibe. It had a flavor that was fun. So very unfortunate to see what happened to it. Yeah.
Got it. The entire tech world, which does include the gaming sector into it, is experiencing a massive surge in the cost of RAM. So much that a PS5 now costs less than 64 gigs of DDR5 memory, even after a discount. And it's expected to get worse as we are going into 2026. So yeah, it's both RAM and SSDs. So be excited for that.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I very luckily just grabbed a new PC about 2 months ago and didn't pay a premium or any of that for the RAM, luckily. But now it is, I think that same RAM that I bought was, I think I looked it up and it was 320 when I bought it, and now it's like 640 or 600.
Dang.
So, yeah, skyrocketed.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure. I saw that there was even some discussion, conversation around the fact that we might even see another increase in console prices moving into next year as well. Or like PlayStation and Xbox and even the Switch, but nothing from the companies themselves. That's just analysts saying that they might do some cost increased for that. So anything else in the news? Chad, are we missing anything? We got a launch date for the new WoW expansion that's going to be in March of next year. Game Awards is kind of getting ready to kick into the full marketing. Jeff Keighley tweeted out. Did you guys see this thing Keighley tweeted out yesterday?
The statue
I want to say Diablo.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of companies that have the amount of money to do something like this. So
yeah,
my guess is Diablo.
So let me pull up the OG tweet. He tweeted yesterday. One Jeff Keighley said regal.inspiring.thickness and posted this image alongside it. And if you Google regal.inspiring.thickness, it comes up with
my OnlyFans.
It comes up with a longitude, latitude that is right outside of Joshua Tree. And some individuals went to said location and found, here's said location on a map, if you're curious. That's the exact location that comes up. Right between Yucca Mesa Road and 29 Palms Highway.
Yucca Mesa.
Yucca Mesa. Yeah, it's fun to say.
like that word.
Right next to the Welcome to Joshua Tree sign.
Mesa.
Oh, well, that's not as funny.
That's not as funny.
It's
Mesa. Let me be Jar Jar Binks for one afternoon.
There we go.
Okay.
Yucca Mesa Road.
My childhood was shattered by that poor situation. And I just won one afternoon, Zeke.
Sorry.
Anyways, there's a statue that people went and found at the location. Let me see if I can find the video of it. Of course, it's harder to find.
So a portal into a demon world in a place that Yucca Mesa. That could mean let's see, and put Black Mesa. But wait, what?
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking it's kind of all over the place, but I think like you said,
I don't think it.
Most people have settled on some sort of Diablo thing.
There's a lot of like human body skeleton stuff there, weird tenderly demon stuff, almost no technology.
Yeah.
Nothing looks sci-fi. It looks very it looks very demony. Very, very demony.
It's so hard for me to find the freaking here is this it? Okay, so this is like one of it's not the video, but this is a fan photo of the statue that is in that spot. On like the right side of it, people say that it's got Kratos's armor. There's also a like bear creature that looks like
God of War?
Yeah, that looks like a bear from, let's say, some part of God of War Ragnarok.
Okay.
So they're thinking
would
that
have the chops for that. Yeah.
Maybe it's God of War related, but I am kind of on the Diablo 4 expansion side of things. Mm-hmm. I mean, that looks like some sort of like portal to hell or
Agreed.
Something like that. But it's starting the whole marketing buzz for the Game Awards, which I believe all three of us are going to be watching together on the 12th.
Ooh.
The 11th.
Thursday the 11th, yeah.
Thursday the 11th. You around for that, Co?
That'll be. See, I will not be here for that.
Oh, okay. That's Thursday the 11th.
I leave that morning for a wedding.
Oh, Co's getting married finally. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Not mine.
Wow.
But yeah. Dang, I won't be there for that. Well, I'll be able to watch it, but I'll be.
I hate you guys hear about it like this, but he's coming to my wedding.
There you go.
No, you know what? Actually, interestingly enough, I don't know if I have anything that night. I may jump in, like maybe just with you guys in Discord or something, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. We'll see.
Yeah, do that.
Me and Zeke will be streaming it. There's full shot of it. That looks more Diablo-y than God of War-y. It looks so much more like Hellscape related than people were thinking it was going to be an Egyptian God of War thing, because there's a crocodile on the side as well. If I could let me see if I could find that image. Oh wait, I didn't know that okay. This pretty much confirms it. That's Diablo. It fucking lights up red in the middle of the night. That's Diablo. There's not any God of War related nonsense there. That's got to be Diablo something.
I will say, weirdly enough, I immediately did think like Elder Scrolls Sigil for a second, but like
a lot of people were saying
that wouldn't
Elder
be
Scrolls
ES6, right?
I mean, wasn't Todd Howard out there saying they're not going to show anything of that?
Yeah,
for a while.
He did.
Yeah,
and it also still looks really doomy.
Yeah.
So,
StarCraft 3, the outside dark horse
as well, but
StarCraft 3 is oh yeah. Blizzard's going back to the money makers, RTSs. That's right.
I know, right?
They're gonna make all the money. What else is there, chat? Someone posted Where Winds Meet, announced they had 9 million players.
Wow.
Check out that game.
For them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually, we don't need to spend too much time on it because we talked about Where Winds Meet. I went back after those sponsored streams in a big way. I put 70 hours into that game so far.
Wow.
It has become my like post-stream chill out thing. I've pretty much done most fights in the world. I've done most quests in the world. I've got like max most things in that game. They've actually, I think they just added story to it on Wednesday, so I need to go back and jump into that. But yeah, that game's surprisingly good. If you're just looking for something to play that has like pretty competent combat.
Man, I'm sad I bounced off that so hard.
It's really easy to bounce off.
It and posting about it and stuff like that, like you and Julia and all these people like posting about the Where Winds Meet, Dan Gaming, like, yeah, dude, like it immediately, like the point of entry was to like brain no worky kind of like thing.
Yes.
Like, this is too complicated for my dumb brain. I can't do it.
Once you get past like all the menus and you realize that it's not to like dumb it down too much, but it becomes kind of like a checklist game. So
Sure.
you're like, I need to go here and then go here and then check that box and then check that box and for like my brain, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I can absolutely
Check
see that.
that box.
Some people look at a spreadsheet and get an erection. Like, I'm not one of those people, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a ton of content. And they actually showed, I think the Chinese release or the Chinese version of the game is a year. It's already been out for a year.
Yeah.
It's a year in advance. So they actually just like straight up ripped off the Zelda building when it came to like the vehicles. And that's in the Chinese version of the game now. Where you can just like make Zelda style vehicles and combine different things with like engines on them and fly around the world or sail around the ocean or whatever. So they're doing a lot of crazy shit. And I think we only have like 20% of the world right now that the Chinese version of the game has. And you can already spend like 100 hours in it just walking around doing shit. So the fact that it's all free for me that's like the easiest sell is like, yeah, it's all free. You don't have to spend a dime to do anything.
Have you put any money into it, JP?
I bought some skins. Yeah. I bought some skins to look pretty because I'm a very pretty kung fu lady, obviously.
Yes.
And also you can have multiple looks. So I have my pretty kung fu lady, and then I have my monstrosity. For when I want to laugh a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you post it so everyone can look at your pretty lady? Like on the social like things that they have built in?
No, I did not. I did not. I did not share it on the in-game social stuff that they have. That stuff's popped off though, man. Like there's so many people that just browse that stuff just to
sure,
to find the hottest character that people have made with the most elaborate ways of like decorating the different outfits, because you can go in and dye like very small the minutia of the outfits. Like I want this frill to be this shade of red and this thing and so people make really elaborate custom outfits for that. So
no, and the things that I've been looking at that I've been seeing on socials, how like goddamn like deep, the weird ancillary, like supposed ancillary stuff of the game is. You know, like the not the questing, not the, you know, treasure, not the items, stuff like that, but it's like the weird like things you can do that are not necessarily related to the plot or anything like that in the game.
Yeah,
like
I mean, there's a ton of like social. I think they call them. They don't call them social activities in the game, but I forget the exact terminology that they do. But there's fucking Guitar Hero. There's you can do riddles with people, and there's leaderboards for riddles. You can do they even have AI riddles, and oh my god, one of the funniest things that I've had an impact on the game, because I taught the AI a riddle, and that riddle was Rosa Parks. That is the answer to the riddle. And it's popped up on multiple things to where the riddle process is like, guess a word or guess a person or guess a thing.
Okay.
And so we were playing and we had an AI in the group. And the answer was Rosa Parks.
Okay.
And the AI learned that from that game of 20 questions in the riddle, to include Rosa Parks. And now it's in the system and it's popped up in other people's riddles that I will never meet or interact with. And I think there's something fucking ridiculous in a cool way about that I can influence someone's AI riddle game to include the answer Rosa Parks. So video games are weird. They're really strange. In the best way possible. So that's where wins meet. Rosa Parks and Wuxia and flying and Dark Souls combat. I think that's it for news. I think we've run the gambit on everything. A bunch of AI stuff still, other conversations. Did we go over the Game Award nominations? Is that something you guys, should we do that next week? Maybe can do that next week if we're looking for stuff to discuss. Not anything out of the norm, I don't think. Claire Obscure had like 13 awards for that.
Yeah.
Not 13 nominations, I should say.
Did I finish Dispatch?
No, I think
6.
Yeah.
What's that?
I did not finish Dispatch. I'm on episode 6.
Oh, okay. No, I just like you said Dispatch, and I think honestly, like I don't know if it didn't get enough time or maybe they just didn't like it enough, but there was a lot of like shit that I think, especially in the performance or whatever, that Dispatch got kind of snubbed on, to be honest.
Yeah. They were, I don't think they were outside of the because they're nominated for something else, aren't they? Aren't they nominated for
No, they were eligible for all of it. Yeah, they're eligible for all of it.
Yeah.
But I think there was like, you know, some categories that I think they could and should have made an appearance in, and they didn't.
Yeah. I guess we could mention the Megabonk situation that happened at the Game Awards where they were.
You mean the mega boss move that he did?
Yeah. They were in the running for best debut indie game. And they went on to Twitter and said like, "Hey, we're going to remove ourselves because this is not my first rodeo. This is the first time I've made a game under this name, but I've released a ton of games before. So it's not my debut."
Yeah.
And then it really brought into question like, well, what the fuck is this category anyways? Because Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has a ton of people that have worked at Ubisoft and like all of this shit.
To be fair, from what I understand, the guy, and I could be wrong here, but from what I understand, the guy did make a studio to make Megabonk under.
Yeah.
And then he made that. So that is that studio's first game. He shouldn't have withdrawn his, like, if you make a studio, like you're making new games for that studio. So It's like, I mean, sure, lots of like, look at any studio that has 10 plus people. They've all made games before. Every single one of them has made games before. Some of them may have solo dev before. It doesn't matter. So
yeah,
it was a nice sentiment, but to be honest, I don't feel like you should have withdrawn.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well,
it was nice.
The argument, the counter argument to that is it's a one person studio, right?
But still, I mean, if that's the first game he made and that's the studio he did and went through all the work to make that studio, the argument there is, well, why doesn't a solo dev just make a studio for every game that he does and it always be his first game?
Yeah.
Sure, he could do that if he wanted to.
I think that's what he's actually done.
You think it would be eligible?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're not getting the name recognition of having a studio that's releasing multiple games. It's not. Okay. We're not taking account into a person's experience. It doesn't matter if they've released 50 games or that game. What we're talking about is the studio's first game. It's this. So now that we know when that studio releases another game, if he chooses to keep making studios for new games, then he'll forfeit any benefit that has the award coming from this one. So it's just like, I don't know. It seems semantical. It just seems very strange to me. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think the point of the award is they're trying to reward a new collection of people and their creative endeavor. So it's like, yeah, I guess he could see himself that he's kind of gaming it, but it's still his first big game. I don't know. This seems weird.
I saw a lot.
On that note, if he doesn't want the award, that's fine, right? Anyone can withdraw from an award. So if he doesn't feel comfortable getting it, more power to him. That's all that should matter. So,
no, I'm envisioning a funny time when it's like the local thunk, the guy who made Bollatro, is like, this is my new studio, Local Trunk. It's not the same thing, but we made a new game.
Well,
so we can be on the best debut game for the studio.
The real cynics of the industry came out and said, well, the only reason he did that is because he was not going to win in the first place, so he got as much PR as possible out of it.
No, I don't think that's I think from the sounds of it, he's in a unique situation, and he didn't want to potentially win and have a bunch of negativity come his way. And it's like, okay, fine. You don't want to deal with that? Whatever. That's cool. Like, If that lets him sleep better at night, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. I think that's the whole thing. It's like, no one was getting up your ass about this, dude. I mean, good for you. Good for you. If it makes you feel better, good for you. But I totally would have voted for that.
Yeah, and I think it would have been fine. I think it would have been fine if he won. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we'll save our Game Awards talk for next week, I think, when it comes to noms, because then that'll be the week that the show is happening. We can talk games for the next 50 minutes or so. Cole, you said you started the call and you were like, JP, you were right about Dispatch. And I, just want to reiterate that you said I was right. And two, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. I'm going to make this about me, Co.
Okay. I say you're right about a lot of things. It's not a new thing.
I'm going to take a little credit away from you. Like, I don't know that there's a bunch of people who are like, Dispatch sucks.
That is true. It wasn't a hot take, but I do want to say I was one of the first people on the boat. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
I was there. I'm going to hipster out about this a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cole likes everything. So like, how much can you really take?
True. That is true as well. True as well. No, but you are enjoying it. There's not much game there though, right? Like,
well, you know, as somebody, I like the hacking and the dispatching, so I'm cool with that kind of stuff. They're basic, but they're fun. The thing that I like about them is that the games are relatively basic, but their presentation is wrapped in a lot of quality and care. So like, you know, every time you put two heroes in the same thing that are joined, they have a little conversation with each other. You know, all these little random things that can pop up and happen during it that kind of always have to keep you on your toes a little bit, like power outages and stuff. So it's kept it entertaining. The hacking is the same way. Very basic, but it's a nice, fun little reprieve. There's enough thought in the games, and they change enough to where so far in Chapter 6, I have not yet at any point felt any kind of fatigue. I have not felt like, oh, here's this part again. Let's get through this so we can get back to the story, which is definitely sometimes how I feel in games that have mechanics of this size. Like the dispatching is a big part of the game. The hacking is a relatively big part of the game. So yeah, I've really enjoyed that about it. But that being said, the game shines in its interactions. It shines in its writing. It was clearly made, I'm going to put it bluntly, for my generation. Like there's a lot of references that are late 90s, early 2000s, even some 80s in there. And it's very fast. It's very witty. And lot of, again, right up my style, right up my angle, like kind of takes and stuff. So I'm really enjoying it. Having a great time with it.
Oh God, how do I?
Am I an Invisipal or a Blazer Glazer? Is that what you're asking me?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm an Invisipal right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an Invisipal. Mm-hmm.
Right. Is that Zeke? Is that where you ended up? Where did you went?
No, I did 2 run-throughs each, one of each.
Oh, okay. So you did.
My first run-through was definitely Blazer. Yeah.
I would love to know next week which one's your favorite after I'm done.
Sure.
Because I'm actually, have you done 2? Are you doing 2, JP?
No. For me, when it comes to like decision-based games, I make my choice, and I don't want to see the other side.
That's your run?
That's my run.
I hear you. Who were you? What team?
Blonde Blazer.
Blazer Glazer. I respect it.
Yep. Blazer Glazer.
No, and I'll be honest with you, I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't do a second run because it kind of dulled the flavor of the first one because it was like,
oh,
I mean, I wish I would have done one later on, like maybe next year or something like that, rather than do 2 playthroughs like back to back. Yeah. And like we said last week or last time we were on the show, like they don't have skip mechanics, which every visual novel or Telltale or whatever type game should have. Like that's one. It should be like one of the top things on the list. It's like, okay, let's make a good story, but also let's add some replay value by allowing you to skip shit you've already seen.
I get that.
That sucks.
I get that. Yeah. Dispatch is good. Zeke, what have you? What's been the big one for you the past couple of weeks? I guess 2 weeks because we haven't done a show.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's see. Well, the thing is, like, I went from Indie Day, and then I went on vacation to go visit my mom, and then I did another Indie Day. So, I did do. Let's see.
We did. You both played
Total Chaos.
Total Chaos, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we both.
That game was awesome.
Finished that. Took me about 14 hours.
Is that just a spooky game? What do you do in this game?
It's a horror adventure FPS. Do you remember that game called Darkwood? The top-down kind of horror adventure game. It's like a first-person version of that.
Huh.
With less base mechanics.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you were to take like Amnesia and cross it with a little bit of Stalker.
Let me ask you how well you followed or are following. You finished it, right, Co?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. How well did you follow the story? Because I had trouble.
I followed it up to the end. One of my large complaints is that there were a lot of events that happened, but the ordering was a little confusing. Like the guy goes through multiple stages of his life, and there's major impetuses between the changes, but it doesn't like really explain a lot of times when happens when. So you're not sure, like, did this happen before this or did this happen after this? So that was a little bit confusing. But no, by the end of it, I got the quote unquote bad ending. And
I think I did too, I want to say.
And I knew exactly what had happened at that point. Like I connected the dots at that point. And we can talk about it if you want to spoil it, JP. Because I don't think you'll ever play.
I don't have any.
It is kind of spooky. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we can spoil. So the idea is that this guy essentially he was a Coast Guard that crashed onto an island, and there was this abandoned mining colony there.
He followed a signal, like he got a distress call, right?
He was out in the ocean, and then he had to be rescued. And so he was doing his Coast Guard thing out in the ocean, and he had to be rescued. Okay. And the people at Fort Hope, or whatever it's called, Fort Coat, whatever, they rescued him. And that was an old mining colony from back in the day that had been closed down, but I guess people still lived there. And this is one of those things that was a little bit confusing. I didn't understand if, like, were the people there of the mining colony or not, because we knew that it had shut down. But anyway, he was there for a while. He met this girl. Things seemed to be going well. Mm-hmm. And then he got cancer. And he was not able to get his treatment there. And that essentially started the unraveling of his life, to where, like, he had to move away. He got super depressed. You find all these different, like, conversations you have with therapists about, like, his like not being able to do stuff and not be okay. There's this kind of flirtatious angle of this guy that is kind of like coming to try to save him. And what you can do is throughout the game, there's a few times where this dark voice, which later turns out to be your darker urges, is kind of telling you what to do. And if you don't do what he says, if you do like the opposite or go like the opposite ways, you'll get different items and do different things. And if you get to the end of the game doing all that stuff, you get like the gladiator style walking through fields of wheat, like, okay, maybe we can get through this ending. But if you don't do all those things, he succumbs to his depression, and the literal ending is him standing up on a chair in front of a noose and hanging himself, and then the screen goes black and you're done.
Jesus.
Basically, it's basically a Silent Hill. It's a Silent Hill. It's a game where it's a person dealing with trauma. They're working through their trauma in a physical space full of all sorts of horrors that represent different parts of their trauma, and the characters all inside represent different facets of themselves or their trauma. And that's what the game is. But the thing about it is that it's got a lot of cool items. There's like a full health and food system. There's tons of different weapons that you can make. There's a crafting system. You can find like barbed wire, a stick, a hammerhead, and a glue, and then you can turn it into a sledgehammer with barbed wire wrapped around it to have extra effects. Weapon durability.
Yeah, it reminded me a bit of like Dying Light or what was that zombie game in the mall where you can just make these weird weapons?
Dead Rising.
There you go, Dead Rising. Yeah, like where you can just like, let me just glue some barbed wire onto a sledgehammer head and make a weapon out of it. You do that, and you're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
that's the one thing I had like a little bit of trouble with was because the recipes they give you are these rudimentary like shitty drawings.
It's like somebody drew it in MS Paint on a notepad or something.
Yeah,
it's terrible. Yeah,
like we saw it earlier in the clip, and it was just like, okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that because I can't make out what you fucking drew. So like,
there were a few of them I never figured out. There were a couple of them where like there was just one of them where like the left side of the screen looked like a submarine sandwich, and I'm like, I don't think I looted a sandwich anywhere. I don't know. Like, you combine that with a rock and wood glue. Why would I do that?
Yeah,
you know.
And some of the things, like if you weren't like super diligent about hunting, like I was pretty diligent, and I still like there was stuff I never could make because I was always missing one thing, and I was like, I found one like 4 hours ago. I found one of these things 4 hours ago, and I made a different thing with it. And I want to make this other thing with it, but I haven't found another one of these things yet. So,
you know what the funny thing is, Zeke? Every single box and enemy drop is randomized. So when you don't get a random item,
is that true?
It's just because you just didn't get the drop.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get the right
drop. I went to the entire last third of the game looking for a rock. I needed a rock, literally in a mine, running through caves. And I couldn't make this one item because I needed a rock to make a component of the item. So
that's kind of stupid.
One thing I really like,
it's gamification.
Moving on to a different tangent. This particular section right here, like there's a bunch of these sections of the game where it's like these little modular sections where they give you like this monster has this mechanic.
Yep, completely different types of gameplay.
You have to like it's like you have to figure out how to like avoid these things or get around these things or make them work to your advantage and shit like that.
It's really smart.
And I thought that was really cool. Like they'll give you this like, here's a new enemy, and now the mechanics of the enemy make you play the game completely differently because you have to get around them somehow.
And they've got like this area here. This area is full of enemies that run around with glowing eyes when the light's out. But if you have a light on, they retreat. But the problem is, as you just saw, is the area is full of like pipes that are blowing out steam and fans. So it's like constantly blowing your light out. You have to like go slowly and maneuver around it. I might have even died there. Or I know I died a few times there. But it's in another section, for instance, has weeping angel monsters. So you have to keep looking at them. So the entire level, you're going backwards trying to get around it. Other levels have like monsters that overwhelm you. So they do a good job of mixing up the gameplay. Even better than some titles like Amnesia and stuff like that, where you never really know what you're gonna get into or do, which is nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys? Let's give it a score because we've never done that. We don't do that on this show, and that's a thing. I want to throw at you. What's y'all's score?
I give it a solid B+.
Okay, whatever rating you want to go with.
It's just shy of A for little things. Like the crafting thing, the randomization, like they give you all these big ideas like, oh, I'm gonna create this fucking cool weapon, and then just revealed to me that it's like fucking random drops. So there's a chance you'll never get to make that weapon. And there was a lot of weapons that I was like, that's going to be cool when I get to it. And I never got to it because I couldn't find the proper, ingredients for it.
Yeah.
So like that part of it, the convoluted story was a little bit like, I mean, I don't mind a non-linear story or getting bits and pieces, but it was still a little bit hard for me to like wrap my head around all the way, So like there was a couple few things that made it not quite an A for me, but definitely a solid B+ for sure.
Okay. Go.
A solid 6 out of 9.
Okay.
Slight, and that would
nice one.
That would, and funny enough, it actually applies pretty well. It's a very solid game. I mean, I did a 2-hour sponsored stream of it, and then while doing a bunch of other stuff, was like, you know what, I think we're just gonna finish this game, and then played it for like another 10 hours.
Same.
So that was
and did a sponsor stream and I continued it. It's one of those rare ones that was like, I like this enough, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, and like I told my stream,
that says a lot, to be honest.
Yeah. I told my stream, I was like, that was a really smart sponsor, because like I probably would have not played this game in my normal rotation, and they did the sponsor because they were confident I'd like it, and damn, if I didn't like the hell out of it, it was really cool. So, what?
Well, I was gonna say weird release time for it. When I saw this like take over Twitch for like a day or two, I was like, what the?
I think they were
Thanksgiving. What are we doing?
Well, dude, I think this screams of they were going to release it a couple months ago and pushed it back as far as they could. I think they were trying to avoid the release stuff. Yeah. But I mean, it's in a good state. I mean, it runs well, obviously, with kind of the retro-y graphics, and I mean, it was zero problem in that regard.
Cool.
But no, like it's a good game, dude. I enjoyed my time in it from beginning to end. It's a little simplistic. The story was, like Zeke said, a little convoluted. Would have been nice to have it a little bit more clear. But no, I mean, my complaints were minimal. I enjoyed my whole time in it. They did do a little bit of it's a little spoiler, but they did do one thing a little frustrating towards the end as a loot whore, but it was minor and definitely just a flavor thing. But
no, I love that when that happens. I know what you're talking about. I love that when that happens. So I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah, see, for me, I save for those moments. So when those come, I'm just like, no.
Oh, okay.
You bastards! Yeah, how could you?
That and another thing is like, there's I really don't think in this game it was necessary to have encumbrance. I don't think it needed it.
Yeah, this is one of those
rare games where I would say durability. I think it played into it. Because these are makeshift weapons that you're making on the fly. They should have durability. That's fine. I get it. Sure. But like, you give me this giant, like a bunch of shit I can craft, and then you give me encumbrance. I'm like, it kind of like, it's counterintuitive. Like, I have to drop shit. And then there's these chapter barriers that you can't go back to get the shit you drop. Because I would drop shit at like the crafting table. And I'd be like, I'll come back for that. And then the story beat would not allow you to come back to it. I'm like, fuck. There was so much shit there, like that I could have used later on, and I don't think they needed it. I really don't think they needed the encumbrance.
Got it. Cool. Well, that is not total chaos. Total chaos? No, that's not.
Yeah,
I wanted to say total war, and I was like, nope, that's a different thing.
Yeah, very different. Very different.
Total chaos. Well, we'll go from one game about trauma to another game about trauma. Guys, I got to talk to you about Inazuma 11 Victory Road.
What's that? Okay, what? I'll be back.
Oh, I got to go. I'm sorry. You can tell the stream.
Was that you calling Cole? We should go talk somewhere.
You should go, Zeke. No, this game is
Oh wait, Zeke didn't go? Oh shit.
Zeke didn't leave.
No, I'm actually intrigued. I like when JP talks about these games.
So do you guys know about the anime Ghost Stories?
Like anime stories about ghosts, or like the actual ghost stories in quotes anime?
There's an anime called Ghost Stories.
Okay.
And Ghost Stories is somewhat of a kind of a cult classic in the sense that it's a terrible fucking show. And it's so bad that when it came out here in America and they did the dubs, they didn't give a shit about the dubs. So they just made up stuff And you can go watch this on like I think it's on Prime Video is where I watched it years ago.
So like the dubs like fundamentally change the plot?
Yes. They just like they just make shit up. Okay. And they're also like every once in a while like skirting the lines of being just outright racist. And it's very much like early 2000s humor. And I say all of this because I don't have proof, but I would bet a lot of money.
You feel it in your heart of hearts
that the people that did the English voice acting for this game just didn't give a fuck. But it comes across in the best possible ways because it like almost matches the characters and what the characters are trying to do. So, for example, the main character, let me also just preface and say, Inazuma 11 Victory Road is a game about soccer, or football, as they call it in the rest of the world. And not only is it a game about soccer and football, it might actually be a really good game about soccer and football. And it's well received as a game about soccer and football and being like pretty competent. But it's anime soccer football, so they have like, you know, special shots. They've got, you know, like charge up shots, and people have like goofy looking hair. And there's like characters that are definitely anthropomorphic and like, you know, anime bullshit. Right. So that's the main character there. Slight spoilers for the opening of the game.
Oh, that's okay. Just go full spoiler.
Well, some stuff is pretty crazy, Code. You don't want me to start talking about these middle schoolers, by the way. This is middle school soccer before we go any further. But these middle schoolers deal with problems such as the low birth rate of Japan and schools merging. So that's like a proper plot point in the game. That because of the low birth rate in Japan, schools shut down and they have to be merged. And so you have a merging of the school's soccer team. Then you got to figure out as a coach who you're going to cut. And so you have to have tryouts. And that's where I'm at kind of in the story right now. It's getting dire over there, guys. I don't know if you knew this.
How many hours are you in this?
20?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, 16 or 17. It's about the main story is about 25 hours. There's a second story mode that's about another 30 or 40. There's a another like multiplayer component that has a lot of hours into it. It's actually got a pretty big fandom. But it's all over the place because the first 7 or 8 hours of the game, you don't even play a fucking soccer, at least in the story. You don't play 5-man soccer till about 7 hours in, and then you play 11-man soccer about 8 hours in. I could show you the actual soccer of it all. Also, it's got Mappa anime in it. They did the anime for it. They're a very, very well-known animation studio. This is the this is the team. There's a big rivalry between the baseball team and the soccer team, football team.
Sure. That track.
And so to settle the rivalry and shut down one of the others, they decide to have a game. And this is the head of the baseball team rediscovering his lifelong love of football. Mm-hmm. And that's what's happening right here. And so like the animation for it's actually kind of crazy for when you think of like the budget this game probably had. But this is better than like most common day anime that exist. That's the main character, by the way, the guy with the blue hair. Zeke, you have a question, so we'll pause here and take your question.
Oh, no. I think I have too many. So.
Is this a Roflgator segment all over again?
Wait. Every character we just saw is a middle schooler?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look at that. That's the middle schooler right here. He's doing some, this is a classic football kick right here. Everyone knows this, this kick. Yeah. Yep. That's another middle schooler. Also, keep in mind, when I said that to go back to the voice acting side of things.
You got held back a few times? Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
The voice acting is atrocious, but in a funny way.
But the English dub though, did you listen to it anything in Japanese?
Japanese is great. It's fantastic. Okay. And it's flawless. Yeah, people love the Japanese voice acting. They actually say it's very, very good. The English dub though is it's made the game really fun to stream.
Sure.
Because of how like fucking silly and absurd it, and like the main character that you play has a condition to where he can't play soccer. He has a heart condition, so he's the coach.
Okay.
But they don't really say it outright, but the dialogue and the way that he's talking and the way that he stalks people and the way that he knows everything about everyone, he's pretty autistic. And they like kind of lean into that in the voice acting, where he doesn't really have like, he's got a weird way of speaking, I guess you could say. And it's really, 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 really funny when they speak in the game. So, yeah.
So our takeaway here is JP thinks autistic people talk funny.
Sure, yeah. If that's what you got from that, good. Let's go with that.
Hold on, I'm clipping it right now.
Let's go with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do the clips. That this game is a quote unquote full price game at $70.
It's $70. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, you said earlier there's like hundreds of hours of content between the modes.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. And it sold quite well for the game, given its size. I want to say it.
So
in the first week, it was like 500,000 or so sales.
How does a franchise like this have garbage English subtitles and stuff? Like, how does...
That's one of the things that the community actually was pretty... It's always been a thing within the series. So this is a long-running series. This is not the first game of its type. It actually started as a game, and then they made a couple of animes out of it, as well as a couple more games, and now this is kind of like the reintroduction of the series, I guess. But the community at large has always hated the English voice acting. And they thought that this time around, they were going to finally get it right because it's on like such a high level of production. But they didn't. They continued. They even delayed the game for the purpose of the English voice acting. And it didn't matter. Like it's atrocious. And when I say it's atrocious, a lot of people will point to it and be like, it's AI. You can't program AI to be this bad. Like, that's what we're dealing with.
It takes a real human being to suck this hard.
Yeah. Like, that, I just want to be very clear. Like, I'm not being like, oh, it's bad. No. It's fucking atrocious.
Can you give us an example?
I hope you have some, like, we're going to, okay, if you don't have them now, it'd be so good if we could get like a greatest clips reel from this.
I'd
love to hear some of these lines.
I can't give you clips, but I can give you translation.
Greatest quotes. Yeah.
When your chatter blowing up with "I am football."
I am football is a favorite one, but that's just you really got to watch the clip for that. I can't feed you guys the audio.
Okay, I think someone posted it.
Yeah, so you can watch that if you'd like. Here's just some fun translation. This is the school president. What I did to those kids, ... No. What I did to football itself is unforgivable. It's fun stuff. I've got a bunch more of like-minded quotes here. Also, I'm in the game as a character randomly that I created. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Here you go. This is a strange mascot plushie. Fluffy white plushie of spooky big bums. A mascot character loved by kids.
Oh, so it's not just the dub, it's the localization as well.
Yeah. Here's a plot point from the beginning of the game. Let me get this straight, ... You took a steel pipe to the head just to save my legs? Yes, he did. The main character does get hit in the back of the head by literal thugs with a steel pipe. And I think he died right there. I think this game is actually a figment, or he's in the afterlife. And when he got hit with a steel pipe to save this guy's leg, I think he died. So, yeah. He's got 1 in a million legs. He wouldn't stop talking about how pretty his legs are, how good his legs are.
He was like a millipede or something.
Yeah. He sees imaginary blue balls everywhere. And there's also a depressed middle-aged person that is supposed to be a middle schooler that had 5 years passed, but he looks like he's in his late 40s and incredibly depressed. Yeah, it's all over the fucking place. It's all over the fucking place. But I'm having a great time with it. The actual, like, football/soccer gameplay of it, which is right here. This is, I think this is 5-on-5. It's actually super fun. And maybe like, I don't even know what to relay it to. You guys remember Mega Man Soccer when you were growing up?
Yes.
On the SNES?
It's
like
game.
Mega Man Soccer. It's deeply RPG involved. There's an entire stat system. The multiplayer is fully fleshed out. A lot of people say it's kind of like Blitzball is another way to from Final Fantasy X. Oh God! So the characters are completely outrageous. This is someone who's okay, but
like Gem, like totally outrageous.
Yes, this is my favorite character in the entire game. He's my enforcer. His name is Lemmy Stretch'em.
That's his actual in-game.
That's his actual.
You didn't name him.
No, I didn't name him. That's Lemmy.
Lemmy.
That's Lemmy.
Is it the same? Is it the same in Japanese?
No. That's the other thing. Is none of the names are the same as the Japanese, except for one character who is a female ninja, and they kept her name as Reika something or other, but she's a female ninja. So there's Lemmy, AKA the Joker, and this guy's fucking insane. And when let me see, does it have his voice lines right here? I think I just went AFK in front of Lemmy.
Sumo went in the back here.
Yeah, that's Windsor Compete, obviously. You
can tell by the nod.
Yeah. The lines from Lemmy are just hilarious. Here we go. Behold the full depth of my devotion, my long-awaited master. And then you ask him,
it's interesting because my eldest is in middle school. He said that exact line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Wow.
Why do you want to join the club, Lemmy? Oh, well, I want to join the club because your brilliance and boldness, the image of the master I have sought.
Yep. Checks out. That tracks.
It's complete. Everyone in my chat was like, bro, how can you like this, but you don't like Yakuza? And that made a lot of sense because that was how they wanted me to pitch it to you guys, that this is like the silliness of Yakuza wrapped in a soccer game. I don't know if I was curious on that.
The thing about it is that
you're not selling it to me.
Okay.
For me personally, it's the world and the vibe is just so outside of my current likes. Like one of the reasons that I love Yakuza so much is it takes all that normally crazy stuff and puts it through this like semi-realistic lens.
Yeah,
and that's opposite. What that dichotomy is what attracts me to it. That's what's so crazy about it. This is
like
a little
has
more
care and talent that goes into the localization. Like they put a lot of work into that shit to make it sound right in English. And it seems like these people do not at all.
It might be the opposite of that. But Zeke, I mean, let me stretch him. Like you, I weave deception, ... and new currents from the chaos. Middle schooler, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Does this character have a
deception?
Is that makeup or like a zipper mouth? Because it looks like.
No, that's his mouth. That's just how he looks.
Okay, so that's not something you can like wipe off.
I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I picked him for my team. He is my chief enforcer, and we have a joke that he's got a knife, and when he's on the field, he plays a little dirty, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so he's knifing people like when the refs.
Is he shanking the other kids? Is that what he's doing? Kids, yeah. So he looks like he's in a tussle. He just starts shanking them a little bit.
They come in to score, and Lemmy lets them know. He gets them the fuck out of that game. He slide tackles those sons of bitches and fucking knifes them on the way down. He's crazy.
Lemmy's a monster.
His special move is actually
purple poison gas, I've heard.
Yes, it's dark something or other, but he uses purple poison gas and poisons his opponent.
Chemical warfare out of the middle schooler.
Yeah. Also, this is I also chose this girl, and she says, "I want you to see how far my rice balls can take us."
Fool me once on that one.
That's her whole character. She just talks about rice balls. She has a move where she throws a rice ball and it distracts the player, and then she fucking dribbles. It's just.
I mean, football players be hungry. They be hungry.
So stupid and absurd. All of the nonsense in this game. And then when you couple it the fact that there's a terrible voice actor saying, "I see a whopping big rice ball growing behind you, Destin," it's fucking just nonstop hilarity. Just 24/7. You have no idea what's going to be said from anyone or what the plot points are.
You know what? I am going probably to give this a day and check it out. And I might come to you with a bill for $70.
That's fine.
Later.
Just play it under 2 hours and then, hit them with the refund.
Bam.
Yeah.
No, you totally influenced me. Like, this is exactly the kind of shit I love.
Dude, it's... Man.
Oh, yes. No, on stream, guys. Yes, on stream.
Yeah.
I'm looking for games to fill up December, and I've given up on trying to do the game of the year choices because,
it's too much. I was kind of the same thing.
There's too many of them, and they don't really do well. This I picture probably doing pretty well numbers wise on the channel.
Yeah. It's absurd. It's completely fucking absurd. I'm trying to think if there's any other there's so many. Like, Zeke, I think stick with it long enough until the main character jumps in and gets steel piped in the back of the head.
Yeah, someone said it was a slow burn, so
yeah,
it has to work up to something. Like, how many hours in is that?
Probably under 2.
Oh no, I'm talking about giving it a full stream. So that's 7.
Okay, yeah, you'll see it.
7 hours and change.
You won't play 5v5 soccer until about 7 hours in.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, I'm fully willing to give it one full stream.
What you will play though, Zeke, is rock, paper, scissors.
Rochambeau? Yeah. Okay, I'm good at that.
With a ton of different things. That's the main form of combat. Is rock, paper, scissors, and you're combating people.
It reminds me of a little bit of Persona. It reminds me of.
Yeah, it's got some Persona vibes in it. If Persona was batshit insane, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the overworld thing and the turn-based combat you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the wayward grandma. She's looking for her. Basically Pokemon. She's got a quest line.
Gobra Cobra.
Yeah.
Okay. Simi Ape. Oh, they're Pokemon names. Yeah, Simi Ape. Gobra Cobra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're it's all over the place.
Pentakraken. Got it. Okay.
But yeah, the core game, the whole multiplayer component is just straight up 11v11 soccer, and it's great. It's actually super well balanced. It's fun. It's super competitive. People take it very seriously. There's over
When you say people,
it's real people, like PvP.
Okay.
There's over 5,000 different players you can recruit. All with like different special moves, and yeah. It's a fucking weird thing. And if you want to blame anyone for this being on the show, blame Julia. She's the one that turned me on to this. And funny enough, this is from the developers of Fantasy iLife, which is that game that came out earlier this year, level 5. That was like Animal Crossing, but this style. So, and that did very, very well as well, which I think is why Julia found out about it. So that's Inazuma 11 Victory Road, a full price $70 game. Check it out. Sounds like Zeke's going to. I'm playing it after stream, and I think I'm close to beating it, maybe today or tomorrow. Anything else you guys want to discuss?
Anyway, that's our show.
Yeah.
You can tell it's been a busy game week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's winding down.
There are a couple of indie games I would love to talk about that were standouts from the 2 days that I did. One of them being Kingdoms of the Dump.
Pull it up.
I don't know if you can find that. That was from not yesterday, but the week before.
Okay.
Kingdom of the Dump was actually a very well done retro style like JRPG game. I didn't play that much of it. I played 2 hours. It looks like I played 2 full hours of it, and it's if you like the SNES era of like JRPGs, like the Chrono Triggers and the like, this game is very good, and it's full of like fucking trash puns, like the names and the enemy types and all your friends and your party and stuff. I only got up to 2 party members, but it's got cool JRPG mechanics. What is it, like Mario RPG? It's like active mechanics. More recently, like Expedition 33. So like every time someone comes to attack you, you press a button at the exact right time, and it does less damage. When you go to attack, you press a button at the exact right time, and it does more damage. So it's active turn-based stuff. It's also on sort of a grid, so like people can like lob or like make squares, like have spikes on them and stuff. So you or broken glass, so you move off of those squares so it doesn't continually damage you, and then you attack and stuff like that. So it's got some pretty cool mechanics. One of the main things that I really enjoyed about this is that the overworld movement, or this movement right here, is fairly fast, and it's also fairly active. Meaning, like, you walk around and you not only do you climb up ladders, but you like actively have to like platform and like jump over stuff, like those little spiky things. Like, you can jump over those, and if you don't jump right, you'll get hurt and stuff like that. So it's not like all this. It's not all automatic. So there's a fair amount of like actual gameplay between the battles that you get into and stuff. And it's not like randomized battles. The enemies are on the screen, so you can actually, like, if you're good enough, you can actually like avoid them, jump around them, dodge them and shit like that. So
yeah,
I think there are definitely unavoidable battles, but for the most part, like all the random like trash encounters, there are ways to avoid them, stuff like that. But yeah, it's not voice acted or anything, but it's got all the cool like right SNES RPG stuff in the right spots, and it keeps you engaged because it's all active. You're doing stuff the whole time. So it was very good. Like I liked it a lot.
Cool. Kingdoms of the Dump. Yep. Check it out.
Yep.
What else you got?
The other game I wanted to talk about was Random Mice. It's random with ice on the end, so Random Mice. But you play a mouse. Yeah, you play a mouse. Okay. Yeah, that last game is very Chrono Trigger coded. Yeah, for sure, with Mario RPG elements. But this one is called Random Mice, and I played it for 96 minutes. It looks like, and it's it advertises itself as being like a roguelike roguelike enemyless Metroidvania, but no. What it is, it's basically like a puzzle game where you have to do some of the puzzles over again. But it's first of all, it's a charming game with a very cool sense of humor. It's not like crude or anything, but it's very like deadpan-ish. People like saying dumb things, but it being very well constructed script wise. But the puzzles in the game are very, very fun, and I had a great time going through like with all the mechanics they give you. So the first level is like you're in a like you see here, you're in a kitchen or in a dining room, right? So this is the very first level. So the tutorial is you get like the push pin, which is like a spear you throw at wooden objects and you can jump on it, make a platform. So all the push pins, you can just make platforms. You get a magnet on a rope. So anything metal in the room, you can lasso to it and pull yourself up. And they give you like those mechanics to start with. And then they open up more rooms in the house. So you're doing some of the same stuff you did before, but they add more mechanics like the cheese jump, which is basically just a double jump, and so on and so forth. But it's it won me over with its like its charm, but also the puzzling aspect of it was very very fun to figure out. And it has a bit of like toilet humor here and there that I found enjoyable, of course. But yeah,
cool.
I would definitely recommend it if you like puzzle platformers. I would definitely say this is a good addition, and it's enemyless, which I thought was a good draw for me. So there's no like, you don't have to shoot anything, you just have to figure out like where to go next and how to get all the little presents. If you can see the like little present box on the middle left, like you have to get all of those before you complete the level. So it's just a bunch of like, how do I get up there? What do I need? And I got the I got the dirty underwear. I know who wants the dirty underwear, but I need to wash the dirty underwear before she'll take them. So I have to take it down to the laundry room, give it to the laundry mouse, and the laundry mouse will wash them, but you have to have a laundry pod, so you have to find the laundry pod. So you bring her the dirty underwear and the laundry pod, and she'll wash them, but it's going to take 3 minutes. So in that 3 minutes, you're going to go wander around, do other stuff, and you come back, and she has a fresh pair of very nice, clean underwear that you give to this other mouse that's in a planter, so on and so forth.
The logic checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Logic checks out. Cool. That's Random Mice. Yeah. I think we can call it a show. Are we good, Zeke? Is that everything?
Yeah, and I've just been playing Hades 2 on my own time.
Oh, how's that going?
Good. I'm getting to the true ending.
Did you get the true ending on that? Did you like finish?
I've rolled credits.
Okay.
No, I still have more to go.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to returning to it at some point in the near future.
Yeah, there's a lot of I'm looking forward to returning to it stuff that I don't know when. I don't know when that's gonna happen for me right now. So Yote is I'm gonna return to it, and I still have like 20 hours. Did you play more of that, Zeke? I know you streamed it first off.
Oh, I played. Yeah, I played a stream of it.
Yeah,
and it's good. It's very, very good. Yeah. But it's also not something that's people want to really.
Yeah, it's a little bit of viewer kryptonite. So
yep.
I get that. Yep. I'm sure it'll pop up on our Game of the Year show again. So
there is one other game I just wanted to mention real quick that I ended up like I saw it on an indie day called Goodnight Universe, and I saw it on an indie day, and I ended up playing like all the way through it. It's a fairly short game, about 3.5 to 4 hours to finish it. But it is it was like, okay, I'm not going to spoil anything, but like you start off as a baby, like you are a baby and you have adult human intelligence though. So the premise is you have to figure out how to communicate with your parents and with your family and stuff like that without being able to use words. So like you have to like figure out like, okay, I can think like an adult human, but I can't do anything because I'm a baby.
That's me like every day. I wake up and that's how it goes for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But the premise of the game gets it's not just that. I'll just say that. It's not just that.
Okay.
The plot moves it forward and it becomes a story about something more than that. But that's how it starts. It's like you're a baby, but you have adult intelligence.
Okay.
And it was really charming, really well voice acted, good script. Just a really cool premise for a game that became something a bit more towards the end.
Got it. Apparently Dodger also loved that game. So you're not alone. Yeah.
No, it's definitely a Dodger game.
There you go. Cool. Let's do some shout outs. Call it a show. We should all be back next week. Don't have a guest lined up just yet, but we'll let you guys know. We have some conversations have occurred. I just haven't made any decisions yet on who will be said guest for next week. So we'll let you guys know on Twitter for that. Zeke, start us off as I'm losing my voice or something. Do some shout outs.
You betcha. What's up, everybody? I want to give a big thank you to Roflgator for joining us today. Very intriguing, very just fascinating conversation about shit that I am completely on out of the know on. So thank you for coming on the show. If you see this, do appreciate it. Thank you, Co and JP, for being my co-host. My name is Ezekiel III. You can find me @ Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And Ezekiel III, all spelled out, on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. What am I doing? Well, tomorrow, take off. Monday's off. But Tuesday, I got a very special treat for you guys. I hunted them down and I found them. I got 2 games we're going to play next week, starting on Tuesday, with the first one just simply called Saw on PS3.
Oh, nice. There it is.
And the second one, which is legendarily bad,
Ooh.
Saw 2 Flesh and Blood. So
wait, that Konami published that?
Yeah, they're both Konami games. Yep.
The
both
fuck?
The big K, Konami.
Weird.
Yep. But yeah, we're gonna play those starting on Tuesday. I'm not sure. Like, I looked them up; they're not super long, so it might not take us the full 4 days of regular streams. But if they don't, guess what we got to go and check out? Oh shit, some soccer, football.
Yeah, brother.
Craziness. So we got this week is already spoken for, so we got stuff coming up. So if you want to check out Saw on Tuesday, come on out, and I'll be playing it on my old PS3. So. Thanks for watching.
Fantastic. Co, you going to SawCon
Good job, JP.
That was good. That was good.
Yep.
That was good.
Yep.
I might. I'm still debating if I'm going to go to Saw Con this year. We'll see. Yeah.
Get some shout outs.
Who's performing there?
Anyway.
Imagine Dragons.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate Roflgator being here. JP and Zeke, as always, thank you for the fun. My name is Ko. Hi. Going to be finishing up Dispatch tomorrow morning. Going to be doing that. And then I think we're going to be checking out the new Hitman thing coming up. Dude, the new... I did a triple check on this.
They got you in on that.
They got me, dude. I thought it was a joke when I first got it. And then I was like, are you serious? Yo, get this. The new Hitman thing we're doing, I'm doing it with Dan's Gaming. Eminem versus Slim Shady.
Yep.
I said that right. So I can't wait to see what the hell this thing is. So we're going to be seeing what that is. I did the last one, the one with like Jean-Claude Van Damme. That one was awesome.
Yeah.
Actually got him like in to do the voice. Anyway. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that this week and some other ridiculous stuff and probably starting a new game or new playthrough in the near future as well. So yeah, we got stuff to do. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week, if not before then. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Fantastic. Thanks,
I saw
everyone.
that on the Xbox thing, and I was just like, are you fucking... Is this a joke?
Slim Shady versus himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then Bruce Lee was in before this one.
Bruce Lee was the one prior. Yeah.
Crazy
I heard
stuff,
it was,
man.
heard it was great. I've seen some sponsored streams around that. Thanks, everyone, for coming on. Both you guys and Roflgator. I messaged Zeke 2 weeks ago, and I said, hey, you want to get weird? and he was ride or die with it. And we didn't do the show because Roflgator was sick. But then we had him on this time. So maybe we'll get weird more often. I like having guests outside of like our usual wheelhouse, both for the conversation, but also for chat, just to be confused for a while. Because that's really fun. Mostly Co's chat. I like seeing Co's chat react to people like Roflgator.
It's a very different world, and it's fun. It's fun to get. Different. It's fun to get little glimpses into like what those worlds entail and the people that experience them, and like I like it, man. It's fun.
Yeah. So I've got some other folk that we could have on that I've been kind of gun shy on inviting fully. So,
and hopefully after being on our show, he will be inspired to get that manager and lawyer.
Yeah, man,
and bottle that lightning he's sitting on.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thanks everyone so much for watching. The VOD will be up over at youtube.com/MJP a little bit later today. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. We're out of here. Bye-bye.